Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. No. 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 Yeah. No. No. How is everybody today? All right, mate, you're doing alright, it's alright, I'm fucking sad. Hey, you been telling you like I've been alright, mate, I've been fucking sad. So I've been sad fishing down the bank there, catching the fish as many as I can, you know what I mean? I fucking know what I mean, It's alright, mate, we've been catching roach, perch and carp, I had fucking roach, perch and carp. Like quite a few roach in there. I don't want perch and I've had a few carp there, yeah, some various sizes. You know what I mean? I fucking know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, it's all right. Fucking, too right, fucking me and you, down there, fucking fishing rod, mate. Catching a fucking fish out the fucking pond, mate. Aye, fucking aye. What made you start fishing, Danny boy? Well, my dad, funnily enough, my dad back in the day used to be a fisherman, mate. He taught me how to throw on, I didn't think I'd remember it because I'm a potty, but I remember it fucking everything. He taught me, I can fucking do it all, mate. It's fucking great, mate. Come on. Come on, what you talking about, man? I'm gonna take the piss out of my fish. Yes, Steve. Listen, man, it was out there, and I swear to God, I fucking saw a fish, but it's about fucking. I swear to God, I got on the line, I was leaning in, I had the rain, I was leaning backwards, and I had to give him some play because it's a big fucker. And he was coming back in again, I saw his fucking face. I was like, you see, down there's your name, Jimmy. And he was like, no, my name's not fucking Jimmy, it's Moby Dick. What do you mean, Danny? I caught Moby Dick on 6 foot line and a spinner. That's all I needed for Moby Dick. Morning, good morning. And if you did not believe me, you can ask Mark. I caught Moby Dick on 6 fucking bird line and a spinner. And I was reading him in, man. And he was a big lad, and I had to give him a bit of play, but he's a fucking mine, man. I give him a bit of play, he's a fucking mine, man. Don't knock off today, man. Bye. No golf today. We don't have green grass, I say. It's okay playing golf if you have the green grass. But if it's fucking yellow, it's a farce. I don't believe I meant that rhyme, but I did in time. Do you know what I mean? I fucking smoked a wee bit too much last night, did I know? Fucking green was straight down my neck, into my belly, and me was sick. I woke up this morning and I'm fucking still good. I'm still in a good mood, bro. I'm in a good mood, chat, eat, fucking eat, what am I doing? Eat, I mean, I just like a mid, man. Nah, it's been nice to have Mark here, bro. Nice to get a hobby back that I used to do when I was a kid. Not that you would think that I used to fish, watching me fish. Do you know what I mean? But I did used to fish when I was a kid. It's just nice, you know, because you know when I'm on the fishing bank, it's a bit of a mad one. Like, all jokes aside, I was very close to my dad. Very, very close, yeah. And like, when I was younger, because I wanted to, you know, when you're young, when you're a kid, you just want to spend time with your dad, right? All young lads do. All young lads, my lads were the same. They just want to spend time with their dad, yeah? So you do whatever your dad does, kind of thing, so you can spend time with him, yeah? Well, my dad obviously was a fisherman, so when, back in the days, I used to spend a lot of time with my dad fishing, and I can remember, you know, I don't know what animal it is, but you know, early in the morning, like 5, 6 o'clock, and you get, I don't know how to do it. Oh, it's like, it sounds like an owl, but it's not an owl, yeah? That noise there, I don't even know what it is, but I think it's a bird. Whatever that noise is there, I heard that so much when I was a kid. And it's quite a comforting noise to me, with my dad being not here no more and in heaven, or Valhalla, or wherever he wants to be. And when you know I'm on the fishing bank, I can kind of remember a lot about my dad. Like, not in a upset, like remembering a lost loved one that would get you upset and stuff. No, not like that. In a good way. I can remember him in such a good way. And while I'm fishing, things that he used to tell me will keep coming back to me. Like, I'll hear his voice in my head loads. Same when I'm on the golf course, really. Do you know what I mean? Right? I hear my dad's voice because my dad taught me to play golf. So I hear my dad's voice a lot. And it's really nice when I'm fishing because that was his thing. Yeah, golf was my dad's thing as well. But more fishing than golf. Do you know what I mean? My dad was a proper fisherman, like. Yeah. Like, my dad's caught like £100 fish and shit. I've never caught nothing like that. Nothing like that, mate. Even when I was fishing with my dad back in the day, I think the biggest fish I've caught is like 15, 16 pound or something like that. Yeah, that's the biggest fish I've ever caught. My dad was a proper fisherman and he's been sea fishing, catching £100 beasts and that. You know what I mean? So my dad was proper at it, proper. Like, what he knew about fishing, you couldn't know anymore. I mean, he probably forgot in his life more than I'll ever know, kind of thing. Yeah. And when I'm doing it, I feel really close to him, man. Yeah, deeply, that's a good thing. That's a brilliant thing. R.I.P. by the way. That's a brilliant thing, bro. Yeah, it's a brilliant thing. It is nice, isn't it? Because it leaves. It's not a horrible negative connection. It's a nice connection. Like the other day, do you know when I caught that carp? First thing I did, bro, in my head was like, Dad, check that out. Do you get what I mean? Dad, check that out. Yesterday when I was down there, I was thinking about him because I was sat yesterday fishing opposite where my dad used to fish on the canal, dead opposite, on the other side of the canal, and I could see my dad's peg where my dad used to fish all the time. I'm not joking with you. Yeah, and I fished at the depth that he taught me to fish at on the canal. I fished the way he taught me to fish on the canal, and I caught fish. Literally. Do you know what I mean? Mark, bless him, didn't get anything. He didn't catch nothing, Mark, but I did. Do you know what I mean? Because it's me, and my dad taught me how to fish, man, and I just remembered everything he taught me. It's mad because when I'm fishing and I'm setting up rods and I'm doing depth and I'm thinking about the way to get the bait through the watercourse and all that kind of shit. This is stuff I don't know how to do. I'm not a fisherman, bro. But it's mad, you know, all this information that I keep giving you about fishing, it is all my dad talking through my own fucking mouth. My dad is talking through my brain. And you know, when I was younger and we'd be fishing and he'd try and tell me something, yeah? And he'd be like, Dad, Danny, are you fucking listening, son? And he'd get proper stressed, man. And I'm like, Dad, I'm listening. You know how dads do, yeah? Like, Dad, I'm listening. I'm like, you better be, son. I don't need to be telling you this over and over again. Do you know what I mean? I hope you're listening to your dad and that. Well, obviously, Dad, yeah, I was fucking listening to you, or I mush. I was listening to you, all right. Even though I didn't think I was at the time. You didn't fucking think I was at the time. I obviously was listening to your dad. Because I fucking remember everything, mate. Come on. No, Rocker, he got banned. He got reported, bro. He got done for harassment and bullying. I know. Tell me, how? How is it possible? How is it even possible, brother? I know. But yeah, he got banned, bro. By YouTube. Literally. Now I'm on like a warning. If I get another one banned, I'm done for 7 days kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it got reported, mate. Got reported. Yeah, I know, Rocker. But do you know something? It'll be people who are pissed that I'm not talking about the shitters on here no more. You know what I mean? I'm morning soup. Yeah, lovely memories, super. And yeah, like they'll be pissed, won't they, that I've just gone off the dark side. Can't make me angry no more. Can't get a rise out of me. So let's try and get a rise out of him by reporting him. And it'll be other channels, you know, bro. No joke, it'll be other channels. I don't know what channel it'll be. I haven't got a clue. It could be Edge, it could be Murph, it could be JDP, or it could be Dr. fucking Smackball. Yeah, that's the only 4 people that it would be. Because they're the only 4 people that would do that shit. I don't know which one it is out of them, but all 4 of them would. So I don't know which one it would be. Yeah, it is like fucked off from the bad shit, bro. Not interested. So now it's like, how can we get a rise out of him in another way? I will report the shit out of him. Do you know what I mean? Literally. And I don't know what channel it is, so I can't tell you what channel it is because I don't know. It'll be one of them. It'll be one of the channels that I've just mentioned, but which one I fucking couldn't tell you. I reckon, I personally, on this, I reckon it was probably Murph. But I don't know. I can't say it was the same because I don't know. But yeah, I'm not on a ban. Next one I will be for 7 days. But me, can you imagine what these channels say about me, yeah? If I did the same thing and just went on there reporting every day, I'd have the channels banned, wouldn't I? Yeah, that's the thought, isn't it, really? What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? At the end of the day, you lot want to fucking be reporting me. Well, shall I get my channel to come and start reporting all your videos now? Shall I ask my people in my channel to come to your channel and start reporting all your videos to get your channel banned? All of you who talk about me. Because surely, right, with what you lot say about me and my family, surely I could get your channel banned with what you say, right? Because it's disgusting. I don't say nothing disgusting, really. Not disgusting. You lot say disgusting shit. So surely I could get your channel banned, right? Oh. I'm good, Scottish, over here. Hopefully you get banned. See you later, mate. You're gone. Have a shit life in the nicest way possible. I wouldn't anyway, dude, because you know I'm not built like that. They are. Them and their audience and their channel are built like that. I'm not, bro. I'm not like that. I can't be asked going after these channels every day, just sitting there reporting them, because I'm just not like that, mate. Even though I could, though, couldn't I? I really, really could. I really, 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 really could. I could have channels banned, I reckon. I reckon if I like wrote to YouTube and that, contacted YouTube directly, I could have them proper gone, channel gone. It's a thought though, isn't it? It's a thought, chat. I could have loads of channels actually gone. It's a thought. Isn't it? I'm not part of the dark side no more. So I can react to this how a normal YouTuber would react to this. When a normal YouTuber sees somebody talking about the wife and the children and the mother and all that, that normal YouTuber would report them, right? Oh, it's a thought. It's a thought. Yes, Scottish.
The new Spider-Man film's out tonight. Yeah, I know, Deeplies. Always, bro. Always. Ugh. Are you enjoying? Well, I don't know how many fishermen there is in my chat who's enjoying the fishing content. Oh, now I know what Spider-Man film you're on about, bro. You're on about the one with the Punisher and the Hulks in it and everything, yeah? I've seen it advertised. All right, Al, how you doing? How are you, mate? Are you good, mate? You enjoying the fishing content? Yeah, I've got some more for you today. I've got the fish that I caught yesterday. There'll be another fishing video coming out today. And I've got a golf video coming out today. So you've got 2 videos on the channel today. A golf video, just 2 holes with me and S2 at Brockton. And then I've got the fish that I caught yesterday. I filmed it in Glasgow, no way. Sub only? Oh, on TikTok. That's on TikTok, not YouTube, buddy. Yeah, it's on TikTok, my friend. And I enjoy. Yeah, TikTok is needed sub only, bro. It really is. Yeah, I don't earn as much as I do when I'm not on sub only. But to be honest with you, Deeply, is what's worth more? A drop in wages or your fucking sanity? Sanity. The golf video will be out this afternoon. It's only a video, bro. It's not live. Oh, Scottish, you wouldn't want to go on there. Believe me, TikTok is full of children and proper children, adults, you know what I mean? Like, either children or adults that might as well be children, you know what I mean? So it's a bad place. TikTok's a bad place. Yeah, health is wealth, bro. TikTok's toxic as fuck. It's super toxic as fuck. Yeah, keep it that way, man. I wouldn't go on TikTok. You're not missing much. You're really not missing much, folks. Trust me. Imagine YouTube, yeah, but twice as toxic. That's it. That's TikTok. So you know how toxic the dark side is of YouTube? Imagine twice as toxic. That's TikTok. I think TikTok is probably the most toxic app out of all of them. I think it's numero uno. It's so bad. Well, Alan, it's not really. TikTok is not really made for kids, because if it was made for kids, as a creator, so on my channel, I can go into the options and I can set my lives to 18 only, which I have done, by the way. My lives, you should not be getting in that live unless you're 18. But with TikTok, they don't really check your ID, bro. They couldn't give a toss. You know what I mean? So kids get into it. I would say it's just like YouTube. Other than the content's different, I will say the content's very childish. Like on TikTok, the content's very, my channel on TikTok is so different. Like you have grown people on TikTok literally dancing to Disney songs. You know what I mean? Doing all all the mad shit. Yeah, that like you would never see someone like me do. That is TikTok. It really is. And a place that, because on TikTok, I don't watch this stuff, man. I don't. People know this. I don't even watch TikTok. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing on there to watch. There's nothing worthwhile on TikTok to watch. But I'm telling you, you go through there, bruv. There's bare 18-year-old birds on there, 18 to 21, I would say. You know, like tight spandex on. And literally, there's just thousands of men in the chat. Just real wrong and perving men. And they're just donating God knows how much to it. And that is what TikTok, that's one of the worst things about TikTok. That young girls can go on there and parade themselves around and get paid for it. It's fucking wrong, mate. But it's real. It really happens. And you got to understand TikTok chat. It's like, it's not that you can say whatever you want. Do you understand? I mean, whatever you want as a typer. Yeah, I'm not joking. You could type in TikTok the most debaucherous fucking shit, right? The most horrible fucking wrong and shit if you wanted. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Trust me, it would not matter. But the audience have the power to ban your channel, but you have no power over the audience, and the audience know that. So the audience will say the most debaucherous, nasty, horrible shit you could ever think of in your life. I'm not joking. But it's not just children doing this. TikTok is 50% kids, 50% adults, but the adults on TikTok act like the kids. The adults on TikTok are weird. I mean, not all. You have some adults on TikTok that only go on TikTok to watch like me or watch golf content. I would say 70% weirdos, whether they're young weirdos or old men weirdos on TikTok, and I'd say 30% normal people. It's a fucked up ratio though, isn't it? 7 out of 10 people are cunts, or weirdos, or wrong-uns, or all of them. 7 out of 10. On YouTube, I would say it's 50-50, 60-40. 4 out of 10 are weirdos and wrong-uns, and I've probably got about 6 normal. Do you know what I mean? To every 10. It's the other way around. It's way worse on TikTok, mate. Bro, how is it allowed? Bro, I don't know. Listen to this. There's a geezer on TikTok. I've only seen him. I've seen him a couple of times when I've been scrolling through, but I don't know his name. People might know what I'm talking about. He's a good-looking bloke. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good-looking bloke. Yeah, he's a good-looking bloke. Fair play, you're a good-looking bloke, blood. You know what I mean, right? You've got a good physique, and he's about 30. I would say something like that, about 30. Yeah, bro, he's sat there on live, no top, no trousers, in his boxer shorts. His boxer shorts are fucking super tight, yeah? And you can basically see his schlong. You can see his schlong, bro. Now, my man sits there every day like that and gets donated to, gets bare views, doesn't get banned. Do you know, if I go on TikTok and I do like a training live where I'm shadowboxing, do you know if they see my nipple, just my nipple, I'm banned for indecent exposure. No joke, work that one out. I am banned for indecent exposure. While I'm training, if you see my nipple. Work that one out. Work that out. So you got a bloke on there with no top on. He's sat in a chair. The geezer's sat in a chair with his legs open. Yeah? So you can basically see the shape of his schlong in his fucking boxer shorts, bro. And he does it, and it's sound. Sound as fuck. Sound as fuck, mate. I don't know his name. Bro, the bird's on there. The bird's on there. You know that tight spandex shit that you can buy nowadays? Yeah? Where it's just tight as fuck. Bro, they're on there. I'm telling you, I can see everything, even though you can't see everything. You can't see anything, but you can. Do you know like one of them outfits where you can't see anything, but you can see everything? You can see the lot, bro. But you can't, but you can. Bro, that's allowed on TikTok. I can't even show a nipple. They're on my old channels, bud. So yeah, it's kind of like fucking weird. It will be. It's because that kind of content gets so many views. Do you know what I mean? That they'll allow it. Man, if I went on there and started acting all weird and queer and all that, yeah, and started doing proper gay dances every day, painted my fucking face with lipstick, called myself Danielle, yeah, I'm telling you, I'd earn a fortune on TikTok. I swear to God, that would never happen. Like, but if I decided to, oh, I don't want to be a man no more. I'm going to change myself into a woman. I'm going to call myself Danielle. I'm going to put lippy on and a leotard. Yeah, I swear to fucking God, mate, I would be famous. I'd be a millionaire. I'd be a millionaire. On TikTok, on YouTube, I wouldn't. You fucking hate me, right? But nah, TikTok would love it, bruv. They fucking love it, the weird cunts. Yes, Danielle. Danielle G-string. No, bro, I can't. There's no way I'm doing that shit, bro. Trust me. I hate doing that. Even as an experiment, I hate doing that kind of shit, bro. You're mad. Don't women shame. Don't women shame. Do you mean don't women shame? Not really even talking about women, to be honest. I'm talking about TikTok itself. But I don't care what anybody says to me. I'm not going to woman shame. That's how they earn the money, right? But at the end of the day, there's better ways of earning your fucking money. It's like, would I be woman shaming if I said that, you know, you do what you want with your own body? I'm not going to hold it against what you do with your own body. But what I'm going to say to you is like OnlyFans. Do you know what I mean? It's would I do it? Well, I'm a bloke. It's different. If I was single and never been married, didn't have kids and that, maybe. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't. There's other things that I would do. I'd probably be a stripper or something. Truthfully. Do you know what I mean? Well, not now, because I'm old. But when I was younger, I swear to fucking God, I probably would have been a stripper or something. Yeah, so I'm not going to body shame people for doing what they want with their own fucking body. I'm not. But it's kind of like, it's not sexist to say that, in my opinion, I think it comes down to, because women are the ones that give birth to our children. For me personally, it is sexist because it is a male and female thing, but it is a very normal thing, especially from my era of men, yeah, where women, and I think it comes down to this because women give birth to our children. So the thought of a woman, say Bonnie Blue, yeah, going through 1,000 men in one day is disgusting to the mind. And for anybody who says, yeah, but she that's just what she wants to do, listen, it's a bad influence for all the young girls in the world, because at the end of the day, they are there promoting it, glorifying it. Do you know what I mean? Glorifying it. And the women. So the amount of young girls that will be thinking, oh, I'm going to do that. Just because of the money involved. Yeah? Like, people like Bonnie Blue and that should not be allowed on the internet. They shouldn't. They should be allowed to do their OnlyFans, do your job in the background all you want, do whatever you want, it's your body, right? But you should not be allowed on the internet to talk about it. In my opinion, you should not be allowed to talk about what you do. You should not be allowed to be seen doing what you do, because it is bad for the populace. Not for me, doesn't matter to me, I'm a bloke, but it's bad for young girls who see you. You are corrupting young girls into thinking that what you do is cool, and it's not. It's fucking not. I mean, it's really, really not, is it? 1,000 men in one day. There's nothing cool about that. There's nothing big. There's nothing hard. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. And I don't care if anybody says, oh, that's sexist, I couldn't give a fucking toss. Suck my chuddy, mate. I don't care. It's fucking repulsive. It's disgusting. And the blokes who are lined up to do that need a word with yourself, mate. You need a word. There's something wrong with you as well. The people who are lined up in the line are just as bad as her. They've all got screws loose. There's something wrong, like seriously wrong. I would never want to go with a bird after one dude, let alone 1,000. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting, man. It's grotesque. It's repulsive. Like, literally. I'm not even joking with you. It's repulsive. So many men have said, yeah, but if you was art and Bonnie Blue come onto you, you should. I would not shag Bonnie Blue. Are you, not even with yours. I would not risk, putting my penis through that. Are you mental? No way in a million fucking years. I got more respect for my own body, thank you very much. I would not put my penis in that for all the fucking tea in China. There is no way in a million years it's not happening, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because personally, that woman has to be riddled. She has to be riddled, and it's probably something that's never even been known to man. It's probably some new shit. Because 1,000 men in one day, bro, I don't need to say anymore. Anybody who is applauding that, there's something wrong with you. Anybody that is applauding young birds on TikTok, like coming on with basically the whole body on show, and the young, do you know what I mean, below the ages of 20, and you've got bare 50-year-old men in there donating bare universes just to get them to bend over and pick up the pen off the floor. It's disgusting, bro. It's fucking disgusting, bro. And if you think that's a good thing, then no, you're wrong. You're wrong. It's not good for society at all. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It shouldn't be allowed. It's that simple. TikTok is an app full of fucking weirdos and wrong-uns. You're either a weirdo or a wrong-un, or you're one of the very few people who is not. I have most of the normal people on my channel. Trust me. The people who stay away from my channel, all the people who get blocked off my channel, are the fucking weirdos. Oh, chill, lad, before I land it. If you landed at my yard, I'd spank your bum. Now shut your fucking mouth and get out of my life. How about that one? Fuck off, dickhead. You'd get spanked. Just spanked, bro. Like a petulant child, the petulant child that you are. Idiot. Oh, being Bonnie Blue's dad, mate, would be torture. Absolute torture. Yeah, torture, mate. And she can't have children, really. Bonnie Blue can never have kids. Not if she's got any human about her. She can't have children. Bonnie Blue can never have kids. And if she does, she should have them taken off her. That woman cannot give birth to children. It's not fair to the children, ever. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the kids. She gives birth. She has children, and she has doomed those children to only two things: extreme ridicule to the point where they want to commit suicide, or her daughter becoming what she is, because it's the only option open to her. Because nobody's going to take her seriously. Nobody's going to want to date her. No normal dude, no normal bloke, because it's Bonnie Blue's daughter. It's that simple. And imagine the ridicule if she has a boy. Imagine if she has a boy. Imagine that boy going to school. Imagine that boy going out in public. Imagine everybody knowing you're Bonnie Blue's son. That's it. Your life's over, innit? Your life is over. I mean, it'd be worse if you was a lad. If you're a lad, it's even worse. Your mom is, 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 from an early age. Ruined the child's life. Whether it's a girl or a boy, life ruined. She can never have children. And if she does, it's a travesty. She should not be allowed children, because she is going to ruin her life before it's even born. The life is ruined just because that's the mother. You know that, right? And what bloke would want to have a child with Bonnie? What bloke would want to? I would never have a child with a woman like that. Are you mental? Who would want to? Because being a bloke, you're going to know your child is going to get ridiculed into the ground, to the point where your child's probably going to want to commit suicide, or they're going to have to become a weird wrong'un in the head, like the mother, to survive this world. So you're either going to bring a kid into the world that's going to fucking want to kill itself, or you're going to bring a kid into the world that eventually is going to turn out just like the mother. And that's not a good thing, is it? Because then that fucking stupid bastard will probably have kids, and the cycle will keep going. No kid born to Bonnie Blue could ever have a normal life. Ever. And it would be the worst life because of who the mother is. Like, literally. Like, if my mum was Bonnie Blue, I would never speak to my mum. I'd have nothing to do with my mum. My mum's done in my life. Don't never speak to me about it. I'd change my name, my second name. I wouldn't have the same name as her. And that's the truth. I think every man in here would do the same. If that was your mum, you'd disown your mum, wouldn't you? You'd just disown her. You can't have anything to do with her, ever. So what's the point in even having a kid? Because you can't have a relationship with it. Trust me. And who would marry that woman? Who would marry her? I'd have nightmares. You'd have nightmares, wouldn't you? I mean, the wedding, the wedding night when you take your wife and it's the best night and, you're going to consummate the marriage and that. Any man marries her is going to be scared to consummate the marriage. Do you know what I mean? What's flowing inside her? What's she got that I can never get rid of? Do you know what I mean? It's disgusting. What that woman does is disgusting. It's disgusting, disgusting. And any man who waits in that line, you are the ultimate form of weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. I mean, imagine being the 999th. You've had 998 men go before you, bro. 998. There is sloppy seconds and then there is taking the piss. And how can any bloke want to even go there? Imagine the smell, bruv. Damn. He would be selfish. No, she's not pregnant. Oh yeah, only a simp would marry her. Only a proper simp, like a proper. What's the name? Cook, innit? That's that Adam 22 dude, innit? Innit? That's Adam 22, innit? Who let his what's the name? Can't remember his missus' name. But let that big black man smash his missus while he filmed it. It's like, yeah, to marry Bonnie, you've got to be a cook. You've got to enjoy watching your missus get smashed out by other men. But in my opinion, you don't love your missus. You don't love her. If you're willing to sit there and watch her get smashed out by men, mate, you don't love your missus. You don't have respect for her. You don't love her. You don't have no respect for yourself. It's like swingers. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not holding it against you. If that's what you want to do in your own life, fine. But I just know that I love my wife that much. I could never watch another man bone her. And I know she loves me that much that she could never watch another woman bone me. Literally in the same room, innit? Wife swapping. I mean, a lot of obviously swingers, they'll go out and they'll meet strangers, bruh. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's good if it's people you know. It's not good at all. Do you know what I mean? You should never be doing that shit. But I mean, these will take it a step further. They'll go and meet strangers that they've never even met before in their life. Yeah, by the way, Dave. Your name, Dave? I mean, how does the conversation go? How does all right, Dave. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, tonight I'm gonna spank your missus, and I'm gonna slap my dick off her chin. Sweet, bro. Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna absolutely obliterate your missus, mate. Sweet, bro. Do you know what I mean? I hope you have a good night and that with a wife. I hope you have a good night with my wife, mate. How does that conversation even fucking happen, mush? Two blokes sat down in a pub. Well, and the wife sat next to them. And the wives are talking about what the husband's like in bed because they want to make sure they're satisfied. Do you imagine this conversation? Imagine this fucking conversation, mush. How does it even go? Yo, Dave. All right, Steve. How you doing? Yeah. What's your missus like then? Yeah, well, she likes if you go down on her. Yeah, and you lick her exactly like this. And you do that. Do you know what I mean? Now, that to me is fucking weird, bro. It's weird as fuck, bruv. I mean, it's your fucking missus, bro. It's your wife. It's your fucking wife. I know you might want to spice up your relationship, yeah? If you want to spice up your relationship, do it between you two. Add new things to your sex life. Fucking get dressed up. Go out. Have sex up against a tree in a fucking woodland somewhere. Whatever you want to do as a couple, yeah? To spice up your love life. I don't think you need to bring Jeff in. Jeff? My name is Jeff. I will service your wife. My name is Jeff. No, bro. No. It would be murder. It would be. I don't care if the bird's really fit, mate. I don't give a shit. I'm not interested anyway in shagging another man's wife, mate, because that's just weird. I wouldn't want the geese to shag my wife, so I don't want to shag your wife. Thank you very much. I just think I'm not interested in shagging somebody's wife, mate. Come on, it's weird. Even if he's like, do it. I don't care how fit she is, mate. I'm married. I mean, so if a lot of men think like that, oh, your missus is fitter than my missus or whatever, yeah. So I'll shag your missus and you shag my missus, and you know what I mean? Yeah. Because what? No. For one, you should find your missus more beautiful than any other woman because it's your fucking missus. Otherwise, why you married her? You should find your own missus more attractive than any female on the earth, ultimately. Really. Because it's your missus. Otherwise, what's the point? And then wanting to shag another man's missus while he shags yours, it's just like, you can't respect your wife. In my opinion, you can't. You can't have the respect that I have for Tony anyway. And you can't love your missus the way I love Tony. You might love your missus, you might think you have respect for your missus, but you don't. She might love you and she might think she has respect for you, but she don't. I don't care, because it's not normal. I can never look at that shit as normal. What a pathetic, stupid chat this is. Well, why are you here? You got news? What news you got? Oh, listen, the conversations flow in this chat. Tomorrow we could be talking about basketball and golf. The day after we could be talking about fucking politics. The day after that we could be talking about space history. The day after that we could be talking about monsters. The day after that we could be talking about movies. My chat just goes how my chat goes. I don't plan none of this. We just end up on whatever conversations we end up on. Who's in love? I am. Yeah, from swinging to space. You know what I'm saying, Rocker? You know how it goes in these chats, bruv. I'm very much in love, so, you know, me, I'm in love. I didn't cheat on my wife, mate. Listen, you may want to say that because of what other channels say and stuff, but do you know something? I've heard that apparently I was with that bird every day. Do you even watch my channel? Go to my holiday. Go to the Turkish holiday. I'm with that bird every day, am I? I'm on live every day, mate. I think I'm live every day. I'm in my hotel room every morning by myself because I do a live from my hotel room virtually every morning. Take you downstairs for breakfast. Who's with me? I'm by myself. Just because your mind wants to see what your mind wants to see, because in that situation, you would have done it right. You would have done it right. Not me. Not me. So unfortunately for you, bud, yeah, your mind that's in the gutter, take it out. Take it out. Yeah, super. It's just one of them ones, isn't it? If your girlfriend loves you, she won't mind you cheating. I don't think that's the way it works, mate. So if I love Tony, I wouldn't mind her cheating. Now, I think I'd have a problem. I don't think I'd be very happy about that situation. I don't think I'd come home and go, well done, Bab. Tell me all about it. That's not love. Yeah, that's definitely not love, is it? You can't share your bed with somebody if you love her. It doesn't work. Them two emotions don't really fit on the same page. Love, and then you let some bloke bone your missus. No, that doesn't correspond as love to me. Or like you just said, your missus is letting you go out and do what you want. That's not love. Is it? Surely it's not. And I would say that's two people in lust. But you can't even say that. Do you know what I mean? Because if you was in lust, like, you know, there's a difference in that. Some people think they're in love when they first get together. It's not. You're in lust. You're not in love. Love takes a while. Yeah. But with the lust thing, it's like some people actually think that that's love. Yeah. But if you're a swinger, you're not even in lust with your missus because you're interested in shagging everybody else's. So you're not in love and you're not in lust. Neither. You could have been married for 20 years. If you're swingers, you should be divorced. In my opinion, you might as well not be together. That's my opinion. You should be divorced. You should be out shagging whoever you want because you're single. Single, shag whoever you want, right? What does love feel like? Genuine question. Well, for me, I get excited when Tony's on the way home. Just little things, bro. I get excited when Tony's on the way. I get excited to see Tony every day. Now, bear in mind, I was in bed with Tony last night. So why would I be excited every day over seeing Tony when she gets home? Every day, I get excited inside to see her. I don't want to go anywhere without her. A lot of the time when I go away without Tony, she would tell you this herself, I ask her every time. There is never a holiday where I don't ask Tony to come, ever. Because I'm quite happy to have her with me 24/7. Literally 24/7. I could have Tony with me and it wouldn't bore me, it wouldn't be a chore, it would be a benefit and it would be a pleasure. I am still in love and lust with Tony. I'm not going to go into our sex life, but we have a good sex life. You know what I mean? Right, so I'm not going to go into it, it's private. For me personally, as Tony gets older, I don't see any difference. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So what you see when you see Tony is not what I see. Same for her, I would imagine. What you see when you see me will not be what Tony sees. That's love. Like I fancy Tony just as much now as when I first got with her. And I've been with Tony for 26 fucking years. Do you know what I mean? I met her when she was 30. She's now 56. And I still think she's just as gorgeous as when I first met her. There's no change in how much I fancy that woman. That's because of the love. Because it's not just the way she looks, is it, that I'm attracted to. It's Tony that I'm attracted to. And everything that is Tony. Her personality, her laugh, her smile, her eyes, her hair, her smell. Do you know what I mean? Everything. Everything about Tony is what I'm attracted to. It's not just the outward look. Even though I am attracted to the outward look. She's my wife. I want to marry her otherwise. That's love. That's love, right? It is an amazing feeling, bro. It's an amazing feeling. It's a lovely feeling. Now, when Tony gets back from work today, I'll have a big happy feeling. Like she'll walk in, I'll give her a kiss and I'll be excited. I've been with her for 26 fucking years, bro. And I'll be excited to see her after not seeing her since last night. And it's like that every day. And the thing is, people have watched me on live enough to know that when Tony's coming home, you see the change in me, right? I get really light-hearted and really happy and bouncy when I know she's about to walk through that door. And you've seen it hundreds of times, right? You've seen it so many times on TikTok and YouTube, innit, Soup? Everybody has. They'll be like, we know, Dan, because we see it. You see what I'm out with Tony, how proud I am to have the woman on my arm. I mean, she's my woman. Do you get what I'm saying? The amount of holidays that we go on. Yeah, I've been on holidays by myself, but she was invited. It's just she was working or she didn't want to come or whatever. But she's always invited, bro. And I do mainly go on holiday with my wife. And you got to think of our relationship. Tony comes to golf to spend time with me. I don't make her. I don't even, most of the time, I only ask her, do you want to come golf, bub? Sometimes she'll be like, nah. I'm like, okay, bub, I'll see you later. That's when I film myself, right? But the majority of the time, if she's available, she's like, yeah, I'm coming. She wants to. She wants to come fishing with me now. I mean, I told her, I'll set you up a little whip. You do a bit of fishing yourself, bub. But she'll sunbathe, she'll chat to me, she'll film me when I get a fish in, she'll watch me catching fish, she'll probably learn off me. We'll sit next to me and she'll be like, so, okay then, so what's going on then, Danny? What we're doing? And I'll explain it to her. I mean, these kind of things, this is love, bro. And I'm proper in love, like. We all have arguments. It's not like me and Tony have been like, it's not like we've gone 26 years without an argument, mate. Are you fucking mad? We don't argue much nowadays, it's rare. But we've had lots of arguments in our life. We've fallen out, we've not been good. But we've been together for 26 years. And all this up and down shit, we've been through together. We've always done everything together. We've dealt with it together. Yeah? And that's what it is. Like, I don't want to be with nobody else. The last face I want to see before I die is Tony. I mean, I'm not joking, but that's the last face I want to see before I die. Fucking Tony. I'm not interested in seeing anybody else's face. I don't want anybody else near me. And I would imagine Tony's probably the same. So, I mean, I don't really have these deep conversations with her, but I would imagine. Yes, Johnny. I don't want to talk about them. For me, listen, you've got a problem, take it to the channels. Don't come in here and try and annoy me with what a no mark is talking about and his missus. I mean, if a woman's talking bad about a woman, she's a piece of shit anyway. And that geezer you shouldn't expect nothing else from. So I don't want to talk about it. I'm not interested in it. Take that shit somewhere else. I don't care. Wouldn't surprise me, because that's all these people can do. Think I'm going to do? Get mad over some twat I'm never going to get my hands on? No, that's wasted energy, wasted effort, stupidly wasted effort and stupidly wasted energy. Worrying about what some no-mark dickhead wants to say about me or my wife. I couldn't give a shit. I'm better than that. So I don't need to engage in that. I don't watch that shit. So, you know, I don't watch the dark side. People who watch the dark side, who are addicted to the dark side, well, that darkness that you feel inside you is because of what you're watching. I don't care. Like, literally, I don't care. In real life, the geezer wouldn't say boo to me. In real life, he'd run. In real life, he would run. If he saw me, he'd run. Because he knows what would be coming. But I'll never see him, never get my hands on him, and I couldn't give a toss what he says. He's a piece of shit. So at the end of the day, let the geezer carry on being a piece of shit. As the audience, yeah, if you see shitty behaviour and stuff that is terrible and wrong, then you should be going to that channel and giving that channel shit and grief. Don't come here and tell me, wanting me to spark off and go mental because somebody's talking about the love of my life in a derogatory way. No, I'm never going to get my hands on these cunts. And at the end of the day, yeah, that's them. Now, you obviously have a bad feeling about whatever was said. If you watch somebody and you have a bad feeling on what is said, why are you not on the channel giving them the shit? I don't need to know about it. I'm quite happy being oblivious. So is Tony. She doesn't watch the dark side, and neither the fucking I. But if you've got a problem, don't come here with it. Go to the channel with it. That's stirring that reaction within inside you. Literally. I'm not going to sit here. What do you think I'm going to do? Sit here and disrage? No. I'm not built that way. I'm better than that. So no, I couldn't give a toss. Let them carry on waffling. I don't care. For me, any man that talks about women in a real bad way and attacks them and real bad, do you know what I mean, right? And just tries to like ruin them, you know what I mean, every day. You know, you've got to see what it is. It's like them types of people in real life are the types of people who will whack women, right? You know how I am. I won't attack a woman verbally. I won't go deep on a woman verbally. Do you know what I mean, right? I won't attack a woman every day. I won't go against somebody's wife. Do you know what I mean? Or anything like that. Because I'm not like that in real life. That's where you got to, I'm not like that in real life. I don't bully women. I don't try and hurt women in any way, shape or form. You got to understand, look at the mentality. So if you see a man behaving and talking like that about women, he will beat women. That's the type of dude he is. Seriously, he will definitely beat women. Whatever woman he's with will be having a hard time behind closed doors, behind the camera or whatever. Trust me. And it will always slip. The mask will always slip. It always does with people like that. I don't need to hear about it, but you have to understand the mentality. If you know it's morally wrong to try and destroy a woman or hurt a woman, you know it's morally wrong, right? Whether it's mental or physical, I would say that mental is worse. I would say giving somebody a whack is way less than mentally trying to ruin them. I would say mental torture is worse than physical torture. I've been through both in my life, and mental's a lot worse. So any man that is talking bad about a woman on here, you should see that man for what he is. The ultimate form of scumbag. The ultimate form of scumbag. And that kind of man there is somebody that you should be giving your hatred to. It's just that simple. You see, any man doing this on the dark side, you should attack them with everything you've got. Every bit of fucking nastiness that's inside you that you normally come and fucking sprout on my channel, you should be sprouted on their channel. Because believe me, them men will beat a woman. They will, if they will verbally torture a woman, mentally try and torture a woman, yeah, then think what they'll do behind closed doors with any woman. And that's just the truth. So take your hatred where it belongs and go and give the channels the shit they deserve. Because I've said this many times. If I was on here dissing, say, Rach every day and going mental about Rach and just giving her loads of shit, you lot would give me, not the trolls wouldn't give me no shit because they'd love it. Because they are pieces of shit themselves, right? No, I don't mean them. I mean every good person that watches me and every good person on the dark side would give me bare shit. You'd fucking bury me. You'd be in here every day. I would never, that's it. Fucking hell. I mean, I get bare hate for nothing. Oh, you'd find a reason then though, wouldn't you? So what I'm saying is what you would give to me, you should be giving to those channels. And even the trolls are daft. Because at the end of the day, they come here to give me shit all the time. And you figured out you can't break me, right? And that's what you do it for. You do it to try and break the creators, isn't it? Because you want to see them have a breakdown, a nervous breakdown online, yeah? That ain't going to happen to me. I don't know if you've realised, I'm too strong. But you know these cunts that will beat women, that will be derogatory to women, that will bully women, do you think they're real men? Of course they're not. So imagine if you gave them what they give me every day. It's like the clip channels. You clip channels are out there to try and stir a reaction, right? To try and get me to break, to get me to lose my shit, to get me to become an alcoholic or, God forbid, I would never do this, but whack me wife or some madness. Do you know what I mean? Right? That you lot can applaud yourself for. Yeah? Bro, that ain't going to happen to me. You're dealing with somebody who's stronger than all of you motherfuckers combined. But do you know the other clip channels? Do you know the other channels? Oh, if you turned on them, give it 4 weeks. I'm telling you, every single channel on social media, right, that trolls me, if they got trolled like I got trolled for 4 weeks, they'd break. And all you dark bastards on here that want to watch somebody break, you could break them. You couldn't break me. I'm too strong. I'm not a bully at all. Yeah, and I'm too strong. You've tried for years. Yeah, it's not going to happen, is it? Because I'm me. You see these fuckers, they're weak as piss. Mentally and physically, they're weak as piss, man. So what I'm saying to you is this. You want to break somebody. You want to break a YouTube creator, you might as well go away from my channel, because you're not going to break me. But every other fucking channel on here, they are so fickle. They are so weak. You know they are. How many times do they backpedal? How many times do they hate somebody and then they're friends with them? How many times do they diss somebody and then a week later they back off? Or they go off YouTube for a week. You don't see them. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. And they don't even suffer fucking 1% of what I suffer every day. Think about it. They don't suffer 1%. And how many mini breakdowns do you see these cunts have on the dark side? You never see me have a mini breakdown, do you? And think what I suffer. Yeah? So think, if you nasty cunts, and I know there's loads of nasty cunts watching in the background, you pushed one of them channels, you would get the reaction that you want. You would get to see somebody break in front of your very eyes. And you would cause it, and you could sit there and applaud because you're nasty. Not that I'm saying you should do this, because you shouldn't. You shouldn't want to break anybody. But lots of you do, right? Well, you're barking up the wrong tree here, son. You won't break me for shit. I'm different. I become more resilient. Nothing breaks me. Nothing ever has. You think your little words and your little threats, mate, I've dealt with proper shit. Proper shit. Like proper fucking shit. Shit that none of you could fucking deal with. Not one man deep. No way. And I've dealt with that shit. And I know I have, and everybody that fucking knows I have. Most of them have seen it, mate. So I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. That's the difference with me. I'm not a fucking fanny. I know what I can fucking do. These cunts ain't got nothing about them. And I mean nothing. Nothing. No personality. No gumption. No spine. Fuck all. They are weak. The ultimate form of weakness. Because any man, yeah, that disrespects women and children is weak. The ultimate form of scum and weakness. So you watch the creators. You want to know who the weakest, scummiest, most fragile creators are. You watch the ones that diss women, diss children, diss mothers, diss dads, diss fucking dead children. Do you know what I mean? All that kind of shit. You watch the creators. And the ones that do that are the weakest, most scum-filled degenerates that you could think of. And you applaud them. You applaud that behavior. Your fault, not mine. And I know this won't carry much weight because I'm not sat here dissing somebody's mom. I'm not sat here using any names. I'm talking in a general sense. I'm not sat here saying I'll fight you next week, and then I'll turn up and we'll sort it out verbally. Yeah, even though I hate you and you hate me and I hate you and you hate me. Do you know why? Because behind the scenes, it's not real. Behind the scenes, it's all set up. They're talking to each other, motherfuckers. They're all talking to each other, motherfuckers. I don't. They are. They're all talking to each other, motherfuckers. Let's pretend to have a problem. Let's pretend to have a fight. Let's pretend to fucking this. Let's pretend to do that. We'll get more views. And you lot are all duped. You're all duped by people who create scenarios for your entertainment, and you think it's real. It's never real. There's nothing real about none of them. And you lot fall for it every fucking time. It's funny as fuck, man. It's fucking funny as fuck. I find it hilarious. Every time. And then you sit there, like I said, you sit there and you watch them say the most derogatory things that any other geezer said, you'd jump on them. If I said that shit about Rach, if I went onto Rach and just dissed Rach and went mad about Rach now and said the most derogatory, nasty shit about that woman to try and hurt her feelings, then I could. Of course I could. I could hurt Rach's feelings. Oh, I could go deep because you know what I'm like. But I know it's wrong. It's wrong to do so. So I won't do it. No matter what that cunt says about my missus. But then again, you won't go to his channel, will you, en masse? You won't, will you? Go and right then, oh, dickhead. You're a scumbag. No, of course you won't. No, you're coming here. You'll come in here, you'll diss me. This is the trolls I'm talking to. You'll come in here, you'll give me shit. Give me bare shit. And you're coming from these channels. You're coming from these channels. You're coming from channels of men that are of that ilk. And because I won't sit here and diss children and diss women, and because I won't sit here and diss mothers and fathers, yeah, you all hate me, but you'd love me, wouldn't you? If I was sat there dissing his missus and her kids, or JDP's missus and his kids, or anybody's missus and kids, you'd love it, wouldn't you? You'd all love me, all you trolls. I'd have thousands of views every day, wouldn't I? If I was a piece of shit, wouldn't I? Think about what you are giving views to. All of you. Think. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's not big. And you're all watching these motherfuckers. Giving them thousands of pounds. Thousands. You all hate me because I don't work no more. Here's a good one. This is a good one. This is to show you how fucked up YouTube is, right? You all know, who have been watching me for years, and if you haven't, then speak to the people in chat. I'll say, Danny's worked all his life. I haven't worked for the last year, just over a year, because people got me sacked from my last job from fucking YouTube. Right? I had a full-time job, mush. So rather than go back to work and risk them finding out again and getting me the sack again, I decided to work for myself. Otherwise, I've worked all my life. These cunts have never worked. They have never worked a day in their life. Now, you come in my chat every day calling me a bum, right? When you're going to get a job. You're not in their chat saying the same thing, are you? No, no. And some of these channels earn thousands more than you do at work. More than you do at work, mate. Sat there dissing women and children every day. And you love them. You love them. You hate me, right? Because I was a full-time worker. These cunts, these channels got me sacked from work. And now I work for myself. And I don't get as many views. I don't earn as much. And I don't rub the money in your face neither. That's the thing. I don't rub nothing in your face. These cunts are rubbing it in your face. These cunts are telling you they've got 50, 60, 70, 80 grand. I earn £6,000 a month. Buying brand new Balenciaga fucking jumpers every day. And all you working people are watching them. And you're applauding them. And then coming here and calling me a bum. Doesn't make any sense. I know, but like, Danny, that don't make. I know it doesn't make any sense. I know. I fucking know. It's fucking mental, mate. It's mental. The whole of YouTube is mental. You can't fathom it. You can't. There's no point trying to rationalise it, which I've tried for so many years. And because I've tried, and because my brain is a very rational brain, and I'm a very clever man, and because my brain can't figure this out, yeah, I've like been stressed about it. Do you know what I mean? But no. There's no point in being stressed about it. Just understand, Danny, that the world is that fucked up that wrong is right and right is wrong. And that's what I figured out. Yeah, that's what I figured out. I figured out in today's world, right is wrong and wrong is right. And that has helped me not be so discombobulated and think, what the fuck is going on? No. If you're a good person, you're a bad person. If you're a bad person, you're a good person. That's just society. That is just fucking society. Oh yeah, but Johnny, that's what everybody calls me. Everybody calls me a bum every fucking day, bro. I get it all the time. When are you going to work, you fucking bum? Everybody will tell you in chat, do I not? I get it all the time, bro. And the thing is, I have actually worked a job all my life. That's the thing. Everybody knows this. I am not one of these geezers who told you I've worked. No, everybody knows on YouTube. Danny's worked. He's been on YouTube for 7 years. For 6 of them, the man has worked non-stop. Non-stop. And I've worked, the thing is, it's not just 6 years, 7 years that I worked for, bro. No, it's all my life. It's only the last just over a year that I haven't been working. I'm probably about a year and 4 months now or something. And do you know something? I would still be at work now if YouTube hadn't got me the sack. That's the thing, bro. I was in a full-time job. Full-time. YouTube got me the sack. Otherwise, I'd still be there now. Yeah, for me, it's just like, you know, like I said, bad is good, good is bad. Oh yeah, Alfie. Well, I used to work long distance. I used to be a long distance driver. Not my last job. My last job was local. Well, usually I'm a long distance driver, bro. So I stayed in Premier Inns and stuff. Like I worked a job for years when I was in them areas. And my brothers were like Newcastle, East Anglia, and Kent. But I was a 2-day runner, so I stopped in Premier Inns and all over the country. Basically, my run took me 2 days. It was 1,000 miles in 2 days. So it's a lot of mileage. You can't do it in one day. So yeah, it's 1,000 miles in 2 days now. I used to probably do about 650 the first day, and then I'd finish off on the second day. That's why I was usually working till late. I could leave at 5 in the morning and not get to my hotel till 9 on the night, right? And that's a long ass fucking day. Yeah, but then the next day, it would still be long, but it wouldn't be that long. So it means it was either have 2 long days or have 1 really long day, and then 1 reasonable day. Yeah, Hartlepool, bro. Hartlepool was my favourite place to stay. Newcastle was my main run. I was mainly in Newcastle, bro. So if I had if I could get to Hartlepool, I mean, sometimes I'd be too far away. I'd be like 50, 60 mile away in Newcastle, so I wouldn't stay in Hartlepool. I'd stay in another Premier Inn. But whenever I was within 20 miles of Hartlepool, bro, I was always in my favourite Premier Inn, Hartlepool Marina. My favourite fucking Premier Inn, bro, that I've ever stayed in my life. So I used to stay there as much as possible. I probably stayed at that Premier Inn 50 fucking 60 times, bro. Loved that place. No, they don't, Jordan. No, they don't. Yes, Jordan. Shane, well, do you know someone listening to that, Shane? That's how the world seems to me right now. Oh, Jordan, the fannies, bro. All trolls are fannies. Because no gentleman, listen, rough men, and I do know a fair few, yeah, are gentlemen, bro. You don't get actual proper rough men, you know, that have anything to prove. That's what it is. Truly rough men, truly tough men, proper tough men, who have no self-doubt about who they are, have nothing to prove, ever. And because they have nothing to prove, they're gentlemen. Like gentlemen. So the way that these so-called men behave on the dark side, and the way they talk about women and children and all that kind of stuff, there's nothing gentlemanly about them. So I know the weak as piss. You have to understand, bro, I've lived enough of life, I've been around enough people, and I know some truly hard fucking men. And they're all gentlemen. All of them. Unless you push them. If you push them, they're anything but a gentleman. But up to that point, they are always well presented, nice, polite, courteous men. Because they have nothing to prove. Right? When you're a horrible piece of shit that, like I said, speaks about women, children, all that kind of stuff, I know you are weak as piss. Because no real man would talk like that. And I know real men. I've known them all my life. Proper real men. Yeah? And they would never speak like that. No real man ever would. Not a proper man. Yeah, fishing's lovely. Yeah, shame, but I won't let that happen to me. I won't let my humanity slip. Now I've gained it back. So for me, buddy, you can always count on me being humane as much as I can be. Yeah. Being a gentleman as much as I can be. Being nice to people as much as I can be. Because at the end of the day, even though it would be easier for me to just go and smash somebody to pieces, and everybody would believe me, everybody would leave me alone. It would only take one, and that'd be it. Everybody shut the fuck up. They'd be too terrified to say anything to me. Yeah. But what would that do to my soul, bro? What would that do? Do you know what I mean? Would it be the right thing to do? No. What would that do to my own soul? The soul that I have tried my very hardest to make light. Do you know what I mean? I've tried so hard. Do you know what I mean? And just for my ego, just my ego going, Danny, shut him up. Danny, shut him up. I should have more control than that. And I have. It's all about control, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm a good man. And everybody has the potential to be a bad man. So I used to be one. Yeah? So everybody has that potential to be good or bad. But what do you choose? What do you choose? I mean, I've never been a bad man, as in the men that I'm talking about. I've just been a bad man, as in I lost compassion. I lost empathy. I was a bit of a nasty cunt. Not to good people. I've never been nasty to good people. Everybody knows that. To good people, I've always been nice as fuck. Because I realised that's how, but you know, people who were slightly negative to me, oh, I'd give it you. I'd be like, shit your fucking mouth, you little dick. I'd probably give it you. Yeah, in a really nasty way. Proper make you feel negative, because I'm good at it, you know. Anybody who watches me will tell you, if I turn on you directly, yeah, and just start talking, I can rip your mentality apart. I'm so good at it, bro, because I'm eloquent. I'm a wordsmith. I can use words to hurt you that you wouldn't even realise would hurt you until I say them, the way I say them. And everybody knows that. I can fucking really hurt someone, me, mate, just with my fucking tongue, without my hands. But I choose not to, because it's not a good thing to do. That's not a good person. I mean, it's not. So yes, me being a bad person may shut everybody the fuck up, but would it make me better? Would it enrich my soul? Would it be good for Tony? Would it be good for my brother, for my mom, for all my friends? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. And that's where I'm an adult and a man now, where I don't have no boy left in me, because my ego does not dictate my decisions. I do. My ego used to make me say stuff and do stuff that was so out of my character. It like controlled me to a certain way. Do you know what I mean? And made me like sometimes not even be like me. I remember them days. I didn't like that. That's why I changed myself. It can't do that no more. My ego cannot make me do anything. Nothing. Total control over it. Oh yeah, I can cuss people hard, bro. I can cuss people hard, bro. You know that in it, Soup. I'm really good at it. Like I would earn a fortune. If I came on here every day, everybody knows who watches me. If I came on here every day and just targeted all the channels that target me and went at them hard, because you know, right, I don't know because I don't watch, but you guys will probably watch. The amount of times that I've come on here, I've spoke about one of them, and then I've just done it once, right, for about 20 minutes, just gone in on someone, Dr. fucking Smackbull or whatever, whoever, but I've just gone in on them, and then for a week, they've made videos. And if you watch their eyes during the videos, because I used to do this and it used to make me laugh, I used to do it for this reason, to see the anger and the rage that they was trying to hold down while having they call me a fake laugher. I don't fake laugh, they do. That's why they say it. They say it because they're fake laughing when they're talking about me, because inside they are seething. They are seething, bro. And you can see it, right? You can see it. I haven't watched this for ages, but don't forget, I did used to watch The Dark Side. So the amount of times I've seen this, when I've actually done a video about somebody, I've spoken about them for 20 minutes, I've proper ripped them. And then I go on to and they're responding for a week. They're responding for a week every day. And and you can see it behind their eyes. You can see the frustration, and they're trying to hold it down with a It's funny as fuck, bro. It's fucking hilarious. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers are so easy. I could trigger any of them. I could trigger any of them right now. I could talk about every channel and make them rage. I'll fight you, Danny. I swear I'll meet you. I'll meet you. They wouldn't like. But at the end of the day, they'd be saying that, wouldn't they? No, they can't. Yeah, control, bro. It's control. The old vids, yeah, you've seen. I've come so far, bro. I've come so far. Like a lot of it will be as well. If you look at like a lot of the channels, they just stagnate, don't they? So if you think about the channels on the dark side, they don't do. There's never no new content, is there? So in 5 years, they'll still be talking about me. Do you know, like the same stuff that they do now, same impressions, same little noises, same content, bro. Do you know what I mean? For the audience, it must be Groundhog Day. It must be. And listen, I bring you so much different content, right? You don't know what I'm going to be doing when I go live or what I'm going to be talking about because I fucking don't. But I do so much stuff, right? So I bring you lots of different content, yeah? Imagine if I came on here every day and spoke about, say, 4 people every day, all day, non-stop. Every day, all day, non-stop. Every day, 7 days a week, bruv. Every video I did, every live I did was talking about 4 people. You lot would be like, Danny, change the record, man. Danny, please, man, I'm going mental. Danny, I'm losing the plot, Dan. Dan, please don't talk about him. No, Dan, don't do it. No, Dan, you've been doing it for 7 years. So I do not know how their audience have not got the same feeling. They go on, click on the video, and they're like, oh, not Danny G again. Oh, not again. How are you not all getting that feeling now? You know what I mean? From watching, like, surely you, like, especially the people who watch me. I mean, I know that you people who actually watch me never watch none of these clip channels because to you it must be, oh, well, I saw that earlier. I saw that firsthand. Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, I watched that as well. Fuck, I'm going to sit there and watch you divvy cunt talk about it. I watched it in real time. You know what I mean? It's like, fucking hell, man. Talk about recycled garbage. You know what I mean? It's like recycled garbage, isn't it? Every single day. It's like Groundhog Day, bro. What day is it today? It's Tuesday the 19th. Okay. Sleep. Wake up. What day is it today? It's Tuesday the 19th. Go sleep. Wake up. What day is it today? It's Danny G Day. Sleep. Wake up. What day is it today? It's Danny G Day. Sleep. Wake up. What day is it today? It's Danny G Day. Sleep. Wake up. Danny G Day. Danny G Day. Danny G Day. Danny G Day. Danny G. Yeah, hell, man. What the fuck, man? Yeah, I know. Ah, yes, but you see, yesterday I brought a fishing video out, and the day before I brought a fishing video out, and last night I was playing a computer game, and now I'm talking about them. And then my next live, I'll probably be training. Then I'll probably be talking about science or some shit. Then I might probably be playing golf. Then I could be playing basketball. My teacher had to play basketball. Then I could be playing football. Then you could get holiday footage off me. I could be on holiday drinking cocktails. Ha! Don't try and bring that one in here, son. It's rare that I talk about this shit. I mean, it's not every day by any stretch of the imagination. Mark's been here for 5 days. I don't think I've even mentioned this shit, bro. Been too busy doing my shit. Too busy living my life, by the way. Too busy living my life. Yes, Jordan. Yeah, it is, Link. It's like watching a football match. Watching the whole match, then going to watch the highlights. Makes no sense. Jordan, it's so relaxing. When I'm all away, I'm not in all clothes, mate. Well, kind of, but not. I know. They only come in when I'm sat on the couch talking. Whenever I'm doing anything, they don't. Jordan is brilliant. Do you know something? I haven't fished for years and years and years. Like I said, I'm not a fisherman. My dad was. My dad was a proper fisherman. Like a proper fisherman. Motherfuckers caught 100 and odd pound fish out the sea, bro. 100 odd pound. I can't even think about what we like to bring something like that in. You know what I mean, right? But most I've ever caught was like 15, 16 pound when I was younger. But my dad was a proper fisherman, you know, proper all his life. Yeah. And as I've got older now, over the last few times that I've been fishing, I've been sat down there, bro, just watching me float, catching fish well, not by myself, with my brother and Mark, but whether I'm with them or by myself. When you're fishing, you're quite quiet. You do talk to each other, but it's not constant. I mean, because you're watching you float, you might be casting out, you might be baiting, whatever. It is very relaxing, bro. It's probably the most relaxing thing I've ever done. Honestly, it's so relaxing. You're in a nice environment, bro. Sat by a pool or the river or the canal. So you're in a nice environment. You're just trying to catch fish. And believe me, if you catch a big fish, it's a buzz. Any fish, all fish are buzz. They're all a buzz because you're catching a fish, right? It's just something inside you, some like caveman shit, I don't know. It's just a buzz. Yeah. But if you catch something big and you have to fight with it, that's a proper buzz. Yeah. So you do have moments of buzzing while you're doing it when you're catching. Then you have moments of reflection and quiet and chill where you're just looking around and you're looking at the water and you're seeing dragonflies and ducks and wildlife. And do you know what I mean? So it's a lovely place to be. And it's so chill. It's so fucking chill. Yeah, the quietness is good. And the way that I showed you how to set up your float the other day, there is a way to plumb your depth. I'd have to probably show you that. But it's just all you do is put a big weight on the end of your line. You have a float on. And you just throw it in. You can imagine the weight's going to sink straight to the bottom. Right? If your float was underneath the water, yeah, then you know your depth isn't right. So you've got to adjust on the line until your float's just above the water. And then you'll know you basically sat just off the bottom. You'll know how deep it is then. Obviously by the float to the weight, you know how deep it is. That's how you plumb your depth. It's quite easy to do. And then it depends on what fish you want to catch. If you want to catch the smaller fish, you'd be in the middle of the water course. So like, well, middle or a bit lower. So say if it's 7 foot deep, you would fish 4 foot. 4 foot, you'd catch, not smaller fish, you can still catch some big fish at 4 foot on a 7 foot drop, but you would catch more of the bigger fish near the bottom. I mean, more than in the middle of the water course. So you'd fish 6 foot deep, a foot off the bottom. That's where you're going to catch your big fuckers, mate. So it all depends on what you're fishing, how you're fishing, what bait you're using. But it's quite simple to just get a rod out there, get a float out there, and just fish on maggot or sweet corn, bro. There's loads of other shit you can fish on, but maggot or sweet corn will do you fine. Now you don't really need any specific rod, just a float rod. So just a float rod, bro. Just go to a tackle shop. Just tell the journalist, go to a tackle shop and just say to the bloke, I'm only starting, I only want 1 rod. Do you know what I mean? But you need like a keep net. I need that. A landing net. I'd say I have 2 rods. Yeah. I'd ask the guy for 2 rods. I'd say I want 1 rod that's quite whippy. Say that to him. He'll know what you mean. And I want 1 rod that's quite stiff. Both for float fishing. 1 for smaller fish, 1 for bigger fish. But I still want the smaller rod to be able to catch anything up to 20 pound. Yeah, and he'll know exactly what you're on about, and he'll get you the 2 rods, bro. You need a tackle box, hooks, line, weights, floats. Hooks always get barbless, bro, because they don't damage the fish's mouth. If you get barbed, it's like a barbed arrow. When you pull it out, it just rips the shit out of the mouth, bro. It's a bit cruel. You know what I mean? You're there for sport, not to hurt them. So hooks, You'll need bait. You'll need a bait box. You'll need a rod bag, keep net, landing net. That's it. That's it, man. And then when you want to go fishing, either go to the tackle shop, buy yourself some maggots, or just go to the shop and buy sweet corn. I tend to fish off sweet corn more than anything else because there's so many fish in ponds or rivers or canals that will eat sweet corn. It's only the meat eaters like perch and pike that won't. Any other fish in there will eat sweet corn. So a lot of people fish off maggot, but what you forget is when you're fishing off maggot, you're fishing for a couple of fish. When you're fishing off sweet corn or bread, you're fishing for a larger number of fish, species-wise, you know what I mean? Like in a decent pond, you probably have 5 species that are going to eat bread and sweet corn, and 2 species that are going to eat maggot. Do you get what I mean? So if you go on sweet corn and bread, you're fishing for a whole larger range of fish. So you're probably going to catch more. Oh, and obviously a reel. You need a reel, bro. You need a reel. For you, I would get a closed face reel. Ask the guy at the tackle shop for a closed face reel. They just get tangled less. If you're new to it, you ain't got a bail arm on it. You like click the top, and that's your bail arm. Yeah, it's different. I'd get a closed face reel, bro. And if you ask you what line you want, get £8. £6 for a beginner is probably a bit too light, but £8. Like with my dad used to always, everything I'm talking about now is all stole from knowledge of my dad. So my dad used to say to me, like, you know, it's not really fishing if you've got a line on there, apart from sea fishing, that's different, right? Because you're going to keep the fish to eat, yeah? But when you're fishing in rivers, ponds, lakes, or canals, yeah, you're going to keep the fish. So my dad said, listen, it doesn't take no skill, son, to have £30 line on your rod. Get a fish with a really strong rod and just yank it out the water, right? He said, that's not the game of fishing. He said, the game of fishing, this is what he always used to say to me, is getting a big fish and having to play the thing, having to tire it out. Like I did the other day with that carp. You saw what I did with that carp, yeah? That was just my dad's lessons coming to my head. Play it out, bring it in. Now still got fight, play it out. I was only on £6 line. So if I would have just yanked on that fish, I would have snapped myself. Yeah. So in my opinion, £8 line, you don't need no more than that. You can catch a big fish. I reckon I could, on my £6 line on my rod, if I played it correctly, I reckon I could get a £25 fish on that. And I know you're like, what? Oh, I'm telling you, I reckon I could bring in a £25 fish on that £6 line. I just have to really play with the bastard for a long time, tire him right out before I brought him in. Yeah. So that's the art of fishing from my dad's perspective. So I always go what my dad taught me. That's why I don't use barbed hooks, because they're cruel. They're barbed in it, so when they go in, they just rip. And if they go down the gullet, especially, and you have to get the disgorger down there, I don't give a shit, it's barbed. Once you pull that hook out, you're going to have to rip it out of its insides, man. You're going to kill the fish. The fish is going to die. It's cruel. People use barbed hooks because you can lose fish off a. I lost one yesterday because it wasn't, because it was barbless, so the fish slipped it out of its mouth. Well, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't want to kill the fish. Never buy barbed hooks, man. They're cruel. They're proper cruel. I'm hoping to start like a fish live up on YouTube. Oh, Jordan, if you do that, I'll come and fish with you one of the days, bro. I'll actually come and fish with you if you're close. I haven't played footy for 10 years. I'm not a football player, bro. Yeah, sea fishing I'm going to be doing this year, bro, to be honest. Close face reel. Yes, close face reel. Just ask him. Close face reel. He'll know exactly what you mean. It's just a different type of reel to mine. Mine's got a bail arm, so you know that metal arm. Yours won't. It's all closed in. It's really hard to tangle. It's really hard to get snags in that. Yeah, and it's good for a beginner. Trust me, closed face reel's better. Just asking for that £8 line. He'll put it on for you. And then obviously when you've got your stuff, if you watch the video I put on yesterday on how to set up a float rod, I showed you everything, how to tie your hooks and everything. So at the end of the day, yeah, you'll know exactly how to set it up, bro. And as a basic course of knowledge, yeah, to start fishing, unless you're fishing somewhere very shallow, if you're fishing any canal, the canal is about 5 foot deep, generically, all the way across the canal. Maybe 5.5 foot in places, 4.5 foot in places. So it'd be prudent to fish between 3 and 4 foot between. Now, bear in mind, that's how far your hook is to your float. You'll see from yesterday when I set up the rod. You can play with that. So if you're between 3, and this is in any pond. I mean, some ponds are 12 foot, 13 foot deep. But at the end of the day, yeah, you know, as you start, I would fish no deeper than 4 foot. I would just stay 4 foot. Yeah. And then if you're at a fishing pond with loads of other fishermen, you can ask them, excuse me, mate, do you fish here often? And if he's like, yeah, say, do you know how deep this is? And he'll tell you. It's about 8 foot in the middle. And then it comes back to about 4 foot by where you're sat, mate. And then, you know, by your legs, you've got 4 foot in the middle, you've got 8 foot. So now you can drop your line to 6 foot and just make sure you're in the middle of the watercourse. You know what I mean? So you can play with it, but as a rule of thumb, if you don't go below 4 foot, unless you're in really shallow water, you're never going to be on the bottom. Do you get what I mean? You don't really want to be on the bottom, because what you've got to understand is your bait. This is my opinion. You will catch fish off the bottom, by the way, because you have bottom feeders, bottom scavengers. Usually the bigger fish at bottom, they're scavenging off the floor, but they don't necessarily see your bait, because once it hits the floor, all the dust and the silt covers your bait. So the chances of them finding it is them just smelling it. Yeah. Whereas when it's dangling in the water, when it's just off the bottom, your bait's dangling, they can see it. And I play it. So this is another thing I'll say to you. Cast further out than where you want to be, and then bring it back in slowly every 3 or 4 minutes, only like 6 inches, because it'll move your bait in the water. I use sweet corn. So if the sun is shining through the water, the sweet corn will glint a yellow colour to the fish and they'll see it. So play with them. It's a bit harder to do with bread, because the more you move the bread, the more chance it's got coming off. Yeah, right. Bread's harder to fish with. You end up rebaiting more than you do with sweet corn. But with sweet corn, bro, fucking hell. Sometimes if I ain't caught a fish for an hour, say I don't have a bite for an hour, my one piece of sweet corn has been on my fucking hook for an hour. And think how much I've been casting out and stuff in an hour. Sweet corn's the best thing to fish off. Really is. So many fish will go for sweet corn, and it's the easiest thing to keep on your hook. So for a fish, the way I put my sweet corn on a hook, if you watch from the video yesterday, for a fish to take that sweet corn, he's got to put the whole thing in his mouth. Like he'll nibble on it, he'll suck on it, and then he'll go, ugh. And once it goes into his mouth, that's when my float will go down. I'll strike, and the fucking whole thing and the hook is in his mouth. So when I strike, I'm going to get him. The fish I caught was not off the bottom. The fish I caught was off the bottom. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't at all. Where we was fishing the other day was 8 foot deep. I was fishing about 5 foot. So I was 3 foot off the bottom when I caught that carp. You're on about, mate. I was 3 foot off the bottom. When do I know it's gone through it? Well, you'll know when you get the fish on. You'll know. Yeah, when you get the fish on, you'll know. You'll feel it on the rod, bro. Even a small fish, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll know straight away. As soon as you hook a fish, you'll know. Because you'll feel it start doing this, bro, and your rod will be doing. You'll know. If it's a big fish, you'll definitely know, because it'll nearly pull you fucking in. Yeah, as soon as you get your first fish, mate, you'll know. Oh, don't care. Stop mentioning Dark Side in here. Literally. Damo, listen. I caught that carp 5 foot deep of sweet corn and maggot. 2 maggot and sweet corn. 5 foot deep in 8 foot water. That's where I caught that carp. So, whatever. Yesterday I was fishing. I started off at 4 foot. And I caught all my fish at about 3.5 foot, I would say. Yeah, about 3.5 foot. I caught all my fish from 3.5 foot. So I was 1.5 foot off the bottom. I know exactly where I was the other day, mate. I set up my rod right. You saw me yesterday. It's not like somebody's setting up for me and I don't know what I'm talking about. I set up my rod. I set up my depth. I play with my depth all day. So it's all right. I was 5 foot deep, mate. Like I said, fishing on an 8 foot bottom. 3 foot off the bottom to catch that carp. Deeply as I know. Do you know something? Do you know the carp that I caught was topping all day? Me and my brother and Mark, pretty sure it was that carp. Yeah, it was topping all day. All day it was topping, bro. There was loads of them topping. But the one that was in front of my bit topped about 3 times, bro. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the cunt that I hooked. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's the bastard that I hooked. But it was topping all day, bro. Jumping out the water and that. Well, I have actually. Do you know something? It's all right you telling me this. Yeah, Ruth, I'll put it up today. I caught 4. 2 I let go off the hook. Yeah, the last one I didn't, Mark didn't get the camera in time. So the 2 I let off the hook and 2 I put in the keep net. And we videoed them, obviously. So, you know what I mean? 3 of them you get to see me catch. You don't get to see me catch all 4. We get to see me catch 3. And 2 of them went in the keep net. Mark didn't catch nothing, bless him. Bro, do you know something deep? I'm not joking. I'm not going to tell you his name. But my dad was more of a fisherman than anybody in this chat. My rods, I haven't bought them. They come from my dad's set. My dad's 60 fucking rods, bro. 4 rod bags. 4 rod bags, yeah. One of them is a multi-rod bag for sea fishing. It's massive. It's the biggest rod bag I've ever seen in my life. He's got about fucking 30 rods in that one rod bag. I ain't gassing with you, bro. My dad was a proper fisherman. That's what these people don't realise. My dad's caught fish over £100. Over £100, bro, my dad's caught. Proper fisherman. Competition fisherman. Proper comp fisherman, bro. All that tackle that we was using the other day, all of it, was my dad's. Every fucking bit of it. Just I don't have it. My brother's the fisherman out of the 2 of us, more than me. So when my dad died, my brother had all his tackle. And I had all his golf stuff. Because I'm the golfer, right? My dad was a proper fisherman. And do you know something? My niece is with a geezer named Callum. I'm not going to tell you his full name because I don't want you all going to his Facebook and giving him grief because he's sponsored. Bro, he's a sponsored carp fisherman. On his Facebook page, I saw one the other day, £46 carp. So yeah, I know carp fish off the bottom because that's how he fishes for him. He fishes for him off the bottom. But regardless, I caught that carp at 5 foot deep. For me, I went down my brother's caravan the other day, and I've only just started fishing again. My brother's been fishing for years. I went down my brother's caravan the other day, and there's my brother sat there, he fishes. Aidan sat there, he fishes. Ian sat there, he fishes. Booker sat there, he fishes. My brother, obviously, you know what I mean? Well, he fishes. I now fish. Mark, it was all fishermen, mate. Do you mean? Just because I don't fish, fucking nearly every one of my friends do. My brother, all his friends, my nephews, my niece's fella. Like I said, he's sponsored, bro. He doesn't pay for no tackle. He's sponsored. I'm not going to tell you who by, and I'm not going to tell you his name. Because I'm going to have you go over there and just give him loads of waffle. Yeah, but like I said to you, bro, fucking hell. The size of the fucking carp that I caught the other day is nothing compared to the most recent picture he's put on Facebook. The fucking thing's big as him. Sweet corn, bro. It's only 3 foot off the bottom, bro. And bait up before you fish, bro. So wherever you're gonna fish, make some bread balls. So just get the bread, make it into little balls. Get a handful. Listen, don't bait too much, but you want to bait some. So what I would do is I would pick out. I'd cast you. What I would do as a beginner, set your rod up, cast it out to where you're feeling kind of comfortable, where you don't have to do no big cast or you're not near no trees. Try and get in the middle of the water, so you're not near anything, so you can't snag. Yeah, cast it out. Bear in mind that you'll see on the video yesterday, when you cast out, you've got to sink your line, bro. So rod in the water and you've got to reel fast, and you'll see the two lines meet like that. You'll see your line. It'll just sink. It'll sink like from your float. It like comes back. It comes back from your float and it goes forward from your rod. And you'll see it in the water if you look. You'll see your line do that, and then you won't see it no more. Once it meets in the middle, it's sunk. Yeah, you've got to sink your line or your float will go all over the place, right? Once you've sunk your line and you're in the spot where you are comfortable, you can cast there every time. Yeah, take your rod out, right, and just have yourself a break for about 15 minutes before you start fishing. Have your bait ready. I would say have a handful of bread and a handful of sweet corn, right? And wherever you've casted that rod and you feel comfortable, the distance from you feel comfortable there, yeah? Bait it about 10 foot right and left. So a 10-foot space, and bait it with the bread and the sweet corn. Sit down, get your flask out, have a cup of tea or whatever, chill, just have a look around. Do you know what I mean? Make sure your rod's all set up perfectly. Make sure you're all comfortable. Make sure your bank sticks are in. You sat where you want to be sat. Everything's all good. About 20 minutes later, casting. Within about 15, 20 minutes, you'll get a fish. If there's fish in there. If there's a lot of fish in there, you'll get a fish in 15, 20 minutes, mate. Because as you bait, especially the bread, when the bread goes down through the watercourses, right? So it goes down through levels of watercourse, yeah? It splits. It doesn't split straight away because you've rolled it into a ball. I remember this from my dad. So as it goes down, it breaks up. When it gets near the bottom, it breaks into like a cloud of bread. And the big fish swim through it and drink it like a soup. No joke. And then the smaller fish, yeah, will catch the sweet corn on the way down, or they'll nibble at the bread while it's going down. And then once it breaks up, then so all the fish in the watercourse are getting your bait. All right, that's why you use bread and sweet corn to bait, not just sweet corn. Like I said, when you've got all your shit and stuff, I've got to get some stuff myself. When you've got all your stuff and that, yeah, right, if you're close to me, just Instagram me. If you're close to me, I'll meet you somewhere and go fishing, and I'll show you how to do it, bro. I'll set up your rod in front of you, and then I'll take it apart. So I'll set up your rod, and then I'll take your hook off, and then I'll just say, right, mate, you set up your rod. And I'll just stand and watch you do it. And I'll tell you what you're doing, when you're doing it, how you're doing it. Because once I've showed you once, you'll know how to do it, bro. That's it. Once I've showed you once, you'll know how to do it. And you'll catch fish. There is an art to catching them. They're not as easy as what you think. When that float goes down, there's an art to actually catching them. The strike has to be. So for me, I will know where my line is the tightest. Yeah? Because I'll just move my rod. And I'll know, even though it's sunk, it will be sunk slightly to the right or the left, or sunk straight. If it's sunk straight, I'll strike straight up. If it's sunk to the right, something to the left, I'll strike right. If it's sunk to the right, I'll strike left. Because I want my line to become tight, quick, as soon as that fish gets in his mouth. I don't want no slack. Now, there won't be hardly any slack because it's sunk anyway. Do you know what I mean? But there will be some. And that little tiny bit of slack yeah, will mean the difference between you catching it and not catching it. I'm telling you. And as soon, like, a lot of people, I watch them, and this is one thing my dad always said to me, right? I used to fish competitions when I was younger, and I won a few competitions when I was younger. My dad used to get the fish out for me and stuff. I was a kid, but I used to fish junior competitions and stuff, right? And my dad always said to me, I'd miss so many bites when I was learning to fish, because as soon as it bit, I'd strike. Patience, right? When your float does that, I don't touch it, bro. So many people it'll do it for me. It can do it 20 times. It can do that 20 times. I won't strike. My hand will be on my rod, but I won't strike. I will wait till that float goes under. When it goes all the way under, yeah, the whole float's gone. That's when I'm striking. Because then the fucking shit's got in its mouth. When your float's doing that, it's sucking on it. It's like sucking on the bottom of it, whatever you've got on there. If it's maggots, like you'll see a lot of the little fish, you'll have this, but they won't take it, and you'll bring your line out, and your maggots will have been sucked to death, and then you'll see the sucking effect. You only really see it with maggots, yeah, but with maggots you can see the sucking effect. Like they've sucked the whole shit out of the maggot. There's just skin left, right? I swear, that's what I mean by they're just sucking. It's when they pull it under. That's when they've gone bang and they've pulled. That's when you want to strike. So yeah, it's one of them ones, bro. Don't forget, for me, I'm only this knowledge that I have, even though I seem like I have a lot, is because I'm thinking a lot about it now. So all the stuff that Dad taught me when I was younger, that he wasn't sure if I was listening to or not, because that's what it was. You're listening, son. Are you sure you're listening, boy? I can remember this. I'd be in the car, and I'd fuck up or something, and he'd be telling me. I'd be in the car and be like, do you know how you fucked up then? I'd be like, how? You know how you lost that fish? I'd be like, how? I'd be like, and he'd start telling me, right? And then, because I was a kid, you know, when you start looking around because your dad's having a go at you about something, and you're like, oh shit, I hope he finishes in a minute. You know, one of them ones, yeah? Right, and my dad would be like, you listening to me, boy? Don't like you listening to me. You're listening to your dad, boy. And I'd be like, Dad, I'm listening to you, man. And obviously, at the time, I probably was only half listening, right? Probably, right? Yeah, because I'd spaced out because he was having a go at me. You know how that is, right? And then, but I was obviously listening. Right? Because I'm remembering it all, bro. It's just all coming back. I mean, yeah, I'm not talking about I went fishing with Dad for 2 hours. No, my youth, from the age of 6 to about 11, 12, yeah, was spent getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, going fishing with my fucking dad. Because he's my dad and he's a proper fisherman, and I want to spend time with him. Same as my brother. Yeah, my dad was a deep sea diver and all sorts, right? So I've done that's how I'm so good in the sea. That's why I'm so good in the sea, because my dad was a deep sea diver. You know what I mean, right? So fishing, scuba diving, snorkeling, anything to do with water was my dad, right? And I used to go with him because I wanted to spend time with my dad. And he just taught me so much. He taught me so much. When I first went with my brother the other day to properly fish, because when I went to fish with him on the river the first time, he'd already set everything up for me. Yeah. When I went the other day with him, it was the first time of me setting up my rod again in longer than I can ever remember. Like, do you know what I mean? Right. And I bang, I just did it straight away. It was like bang, 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 done. I was like, what the fuck? I was really shocked. I couldn't believe it. So I can't believe it. Just set up the rod like that. Like, what the fuck? And it's not that complicated, but to remember it all on the spot, you know what I mean? Like, my brother would have done it for me. If I didn't do it right, my brother would have done it for me. Yeah, because he's got the knowledge. He's fished all his life since Dad died, and he fished with Dad more than I did in his later life. I didn't so much as an adult fish with my dad when he was alive. I went a couple of times sea fishing when we went on holiday more than anything, but only a couple of times. My dad was an underwater welder. He was an underwater welder on oil rigs. my dad came back into my life. He was fucking hell. My dad left my mum when I was 13. And do you think he stayed out of my life from 13 till the day he died? Fucking hell, mush. I'm 45. My dad came back into my life probably about a year after I came out of jail. Something like that. It's not like my dad died when I was fucking 13. I mean, fucking hell. My dad died when I was 38. I came out of jail when I was 20. My dad moved back to England when I was 21. So from 21 to 38, I saw my dad basically every day. We would have a lot of best friends, mate. Literally. Yeah, good job, bro. Really good job. Dad used to fucking scuba dive wrecks. I was too young, but I can remember. He wouldn't let me do it because it was too deep. But my brother's done it with him. My brother's 6 years older than me, don't forget. But I can remember sitting on the boat, bro. So my dad had his own boat. My dad and my Uncle Brian in it. My Uncle Trevor. Yeah, they was the ones who did it all together. So they did it all together and they had their own boat and that. My dad had all his own scuba gear. In the house. He was licensed in that, bro. They had oxyacetylene fucking bottles, or I mean, not oxyacetylene, fucking oxygen bottles everywhere. Rigs everywhere. Like the fucking garage outside was just full of fishing stuff and fucking scuba diving stuff. I can remember when I was little, I can remember him sat in the front room with my uncles and all, you know, like checking the regulators and all that kind of shit before I went scuba diving. All the equipment out. Fucking hell, there was loads of it. 10:30, I'm sitting doing whatever I want to sit and do. Sitting as I get to do what I want to do every day. You know, it's one of them ones. Right now, I'm sitting in my dressing gown, chilling, mate. Shortly, I'm going to go and sort the house out, clean it up. Then probably do some training. I might go and play basketball. I might actually do a basketball video teaching you all the basics from somebody who is basic nowadays. So I made it very clear on the fishing live yesterday, didn't I, on the fishing video. A beginner, showing beginners how to set up a beginner rod. Made it very clear, right? Same with basketball. I'm not a beginner, but I'm very rusty. So in the fucking video, I'll probably like, right, I am rusty as fuck. It's been many, many years since I played this sport, but I'm going to show you the basics of basketball. Probably the basics of shooting to begin with. Layups. I think I'm just going to show you layups because that is the most basic fucking shot you can learn in basketball. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, a video on how to show you how to do layups for anybody who wants to learn to play basketball. I will go into all the skills, you know, all the mad shit I do between my legs and all that kind of mad shit. I'll do that later. I'll just start with the basics to begin with. Dribbling, shooting, layups. The rules of the game. Travelling and double dribble. Yeah, that's all I'll do. I'll just teach that to begin with. That's as basic as you can get. But you should always learn from the basics, man. Rocks, I'm going to tell you something now, yeah? You're in my chat, you're waffling your shit, and I've let it slide for ages. So I'm going to tell you something now. Shh, with your waffle. Nobody's interested. Trust me, this ain't the type of chat where anybody's interested in your waffle. You might have one person in chat that's interested in your waffle, and that's your other mate who's here to waffle with you. Apart from that, no fucker else is interested in your waffle, mate. Trust me. So, shh, or you'll be banned. It does deepest, exactly. Your engagement still gets me paid, so thank you very much. But I still won't suffer your shit. You're not in a normal channel here, mate. Understand that. You know? If you come in here with too much bullshit, I'll just get rid of you. I don't suffer fools, mate. A dribbler, Danny. Well, I will be a dribbler when I'm playing basketball. Double dribble is a rule, mate. It's a basketball rule. Double dribble is basically dribbling the ball, catching it, and dribbling again. Bouncing it. Dribble is bounce. Right? So say I run with the ball, I'm bouncing the ball, and I catch it in both hands, and then I decide to start bouncing it again. That's, you know, what, you know, like the offside rule in football. A bit like that, really. There's two rules, really, in basketball. Two main rules you've got to stick to. Travelling and double dribble. Everything else, really, especially street ball, you don't really have to worry about. Even being a little bit rough. I mean, because street ball is generally more rough than, say, NBA. Street ball is usually 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 1-on-1. It's not usually 5-on-5. It's usually 3-on-3, 2-on-2, or 1-on-1. And it's a lot more physical. Fouls aren't really called. You do foul. So if you, anything below the elbow, yeah, like when somebody's going to shoot, if you whack the back of the hand or the back of the wrist, it's a foul. Yeah, because you haven't touched the ball. That would be a bit like a foul in football, but with your hands rather than your feet. Depends on where the foul happens, depends on what happens. The ball goes out the court, obviously. Whoever put the ball out the court, it's a free throw. I mean, not a free throw, like a side throw. So it's like a throw-in for football, really. Same thing. And that's about it. But with street ball, you don't really call fouls. There's no really fouls called. Not unless you actually proper mega foul somebody, I suppose. But it's not really called. It's very, very physical. Like you are literally whacking into each other at full speed when you're playing street ball. You have to prepare yourself for that. Bro, I do stuff for my friends all the time, bro. Do you know what I mean? But you'll never get them on camera. You just won't. My friends don't come on camera and I don't film when I'm with them. Like if I'm with friends doing stuff, I don't film. I might do a video and then upload the video afterwards. But I just don't. I don't film live. No chance. You've got to understand, all my friends, they're all older. They've all got kids. They've all got families. I'm not going to put them on camera. They wouldn't want to go on camera anyway because they know what you're all like. Yeah. I'm not putting them on camera for you to go on their Facebook, find where the kids go to school. That's what would happen. Right? Where the wife works, who the wife is. Start dissing the wife. Start dissing the mother. Once you find them on Facebook. Are you fucking mad? No chance. I am the YouTuber. I put myself through this. I'm not going to put them through it. That's why you'll never see my mum on camera again. Ever. My mum won't come back on camera. No chance. You fuck that. Do you know what I mean? I doubt you'll see Tony directly on camera again. You might see her in the background with me at some point, but you probably won't see her directly on camera again. Are you mad? You'd probably fuck that as well. End of the day, it's one of them ones. I don't blame them. Deepest I am, £500 a night after tax. Do you? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, bro. Well done. Well done to you, bro. Well, do you know something? Yeah, you fucking wedged, are you? Fair play to you, lad. Do you know, somebody with your mentality, yeah, is what I would call a very closed off human. Because to me, for one, you're in a geezer's chat who's older than you. And up till a year ago, I was working full time and always have done. And people who have watched me for years know that. They'll be like, Danny's always worked on YouTube. None of the clip channels could even say any different. They've been watching me for years. They'll be like, well, we've got to be honest. Danny's always worked until YouTube got me sacked. And then I thought, fuck it, I'll work for myself. I'll do YouTube. Yeah. So I've worked all my life. I've paid my taxes all my life, mate. If I wanted to claim everything now, I would be entitled. Because I've paid my taxes all my life, mate. I've been working for since I came out of jail. So I've been working since the age of 20 to a year ago. Full time, non-stop, constant. So suck my chuddy. But what I will say to you is I'm not like you. I'm not going to come on here and say that, you know, people who haven't worked for their own reason, right? I don't give a fuck. You do what you want to do in this country. What I will say is, as long as you're happy as a person with whatever finances you've got coming in, wherever it's coming from, as long as you're not hurting people to get it. If you're hurting people to get your money, you're a cunt. But other than that, as long as you're not hurting people to get your money, however you get your money, and you're happy with the money you get, and you're happy in your life, I'm happy for you. I don't need to know your finances. I don't need to big up my own finances. I don't need to come in here and rub anything in anybody's face, because I'm not a cunt. I don't need to know your business and what you earn, because I'm not a cunt. It's your business, none of mine. I will have people in here who are in so many different financial situations. Some people in here will work full-time. Some people in here will work part-time. Some people in here won't work for their own reasons, whatever. None of my business. It's none of my business. That's what you don't understand. It's none of your fucking business, is it? I know you don't understand that, because you're the type of busybody that chats bare shit. I know for a fact that I'm not going to dish you for it. You don't work. I can just tell. Because that number you came up with, £500 after tax a night, fuck off, dickhead. You think I was born yesterday? Shut up. You might be able to say that on other channels and get a reaction that is not like, shut the fuck up. Deepless is thinking the same thing. Supers thinks, shut the fuck up. You could have said 200 quid, half believable. £500, shut the fuck up. Right? Seriously, shut the fuck up. And if I do it on nights, and I know why you said nights, because you think you're clever. Oh, well, that means nobody will say, well, what are you doing here today? No, if you was doing nights, yeah, that means you'd be in bed right now, you cunt. What are you on about? It's 11 o'clock, mate. You're not going to be in bed after doing nights at 11 o'clock. You've got to go back tonight, haven't you? How much sleep are you going to get? Duh. I'm not as daft as what you look. But I will have lots of people in here from lots of different circumstances. You being a geezer that claims yourself, that is sat there portraying your own fucking self-hatred for claiming to the screen, trying to make everybody else out to be a twat because they claim. Fucking, I don't care if you claim. I'm not going to say that's what makes you a twat. What makes you a twat is the way you type, the way you come across. That's what makes you a twat, not your financial situation. I will have people watching me who sign on. I will have people watching me who work part-time. I will have people watching me who work fucking full-time. I don't give a fuck. Their finances, their personal situation, their home life is fuck all to do with me. If they're nice, sound. If they're happy, brilliant. That's all I'm bothered about. Are you happy, mate? Yeah, sweet then. Are you happy working 80 hours a week? I am, Danny, yeah, sweet. Are you happy not working? Yeah, sweet. And I've been in both situations now. I've worked all my life full time, and now I haven't worked for just over a year. Like a year and 4 or 5 months or something like that. Yeah, so I've been in both places now. I mean, I don't claim, but that's regardless, right? But I've been in both places now. And I can tell you straight, I don't give two fucks. It's not about what you earn. It's not about what you wear. It's not about what you got. It's about who you are. That's all that matters to me. Some of the best people in this world are not rich. If you think money, yeah, and having things, materialistic shit is what makes you a good person, then you are caught in the trap. Because it's not. It's what's inside that makes you a good person. And I can tell by the way you are in chat that you are anything but a good person. So I don't care if you earn £500 a night, which I know you don't, but even if you do, I couldn't give a toss. Well, does that make you better than anybody else in here? Because you earn fucking £500, you're better. Are ya? Are ya? No, you're not. You're a horrible bastard with a horrible way of fucking talking, right? Because you're in my chat doing it. So that does not make you a good person. So you could earn £5,000 a night. I'd rather take the geezer on £50 a night who's a good person, thank you very much. Your money, your materialistic shit means nothing here, boy. You're in the wrong channel. Yes, Tudsy. I'm good throwing stones, how are you? How deep is ignoring? Yes, the Wanderer, it is a fact. Totally a fact. Yeah, for me, I'm just kind of like, you know, so many people in this world, yeah, judge people on what they think you should be doing. Isn't it? That's what it is. They have a certain life, yeah, and they do something and they think you should be doing what they're doing, but you're not them. You're not them. You yourself. So you should be doing what you want to do. That's what you should be doing, what you want to do, not what somebody else wants you to fucking do, or somebody else thinks what you should do. No, do what you want to do. You know why? You only get one life. You only get fucking one. And I'm telling you, I'm uniquely aware, right? That shit can be taken tomorrow. My son was taken way earlier than what he should have been. Just taken, bruv. Just took. So I could be taken tomorrow. And do you think I want to spend my life doing what people expect me to do or people want me to do? No, 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 no. Unlike most people who watch me, yeah, you've never had to see that shit. So at the end of the day, you don't understand how that changed my mindset. My mindset changed that fucking day, mate. It changed. As long as I've got enough money to survive and enjoy myself and do what I want to do, that's fine. I don't need an abundance. Money is a means to an end. It's just a means to an end. It's not the be-all and end-all. The be-all and end-all is fucking experience and laughter and love. That is the be-all and end-all of life. Experience, laughter, and love. Which I have only figured out recently in my older age. But it's something that I think I knew inside me for many years. I just didn't embrace it like I have now. Camberley High School don't exist, by the way. Somebody just Googled it. Yes, Dill. Oh, yeah, it's full of weirdos, bro. It's dead. Throwing stones. It's dead. I think people are actually clinging on, though, aren't they? They're clinging on. Do you know what I mean? But it's dead. It's dead. But the consciousness is changing, bro. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of dark siders that don't go on dark side no more. And do you know why? A lot of the dark side crazies that used to be on here probably don't come on here no more because they've seen what it's descended into. When grown men used to kind of rip the piss out of grown men in a funny way, yeah, then that was what the dark side was. Actual real trolling, just normal trolling. Rip the piss out of another geezer, and the geezer rip the piss out of you. Do you know what I mean? That was just what the dark side was. Now it's not. Now it's families. Now it's workplaces. Now it's children. Do you know what I mean? And mate, most people are just like, whoa, no, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. This ain't the dark side. This has descended into a different kind of dark side. This has descended into wrong and shit. This has descended into stalking. Do you know what I mean? Now that there is why the dark side is dead. That is the reason. Because the reason the dark side was actually that a thing has gone. It's gone. It's not innocent banter no more. You know it's not. It's gone to something way more serious and way more, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? I don't know. There's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think. Seedy. That's the word I'm looking for. The dark side has turned seedy. And all the creators have turned seedy. You know what I mean? That's the word I was looking for. Maybe God of War later, yeah. Morning, Shooter. I'm good, Shooter. How are you? We're just discussing how the dark side's dead, mate, because it is. Fake fights, fake beefs. And do you know when it does actually die? I think a lot of the creators are going to have nothing to do. They're going to be stuck, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Because it's going to be like, what else are you going to do? You don't do anything. Unless you're talking nasty shit about people and their families, there's nothing else for you to do. They don't have nothing else to bring, do they? None of them. What hobbies do you have? None. You don't have no hobbies. You don't have nothing you can bring to camera other than that's it. That's it. It's like one trick pony, innit? So when it actually totally dies, then it will. Yeah, it's going to be funny to see where these creators go with the content, what they're going to do. What are they going to do? They don't have no actual content to bring, so they're going to have to make some. It's going to be fun to see what they come up with. Honestly, you know, Doctor Dude, yeah, you know what he'll be doing? Fake AI fights, and he'll be, fuck me, by this time next year, he'll probably be at 300-0. Yeah, I've been busy. No. Haha. Is that how you say it? It doesn't make no sense. I don't pay attention to it. The Neuralink by Elon Musk, I think it's dodgy. I don't think it's a good thing to let somebody stick something in your brain. I wouldn't let him do it to me. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? What are bollocks? I don't think it's a good idea to let somebody put computer shit in your brain, bro. It's just my opinion. I mean, having an iPhone and that's bad enough, ain't it? But throwing stones, it's like, not really though, bro. Because the community as a whole, not everybody. I mean, on my channel, we don't really get that many. Most people on my channel are the good people from the community that probably do sometimes click on some of the dark side stuff, see it and be like, watch 5 minutes and be like, Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean? Because it is, bro, the creators are to blame. The creators stir darkness in their audience, and then their audience egg them on. And because they're weak-minded people and they can't see the error of the ways, they'll just carry on. Then the audience gets darker, they get darker. The audience gets darker, they get darker. Everything's for clicks and views. Morals don't matter. What you should and shouldn't do doesn't matter. It's just about clicks and views. That's all it's about. If they get an extra 500 views on a video and they've said something really bad that no human should ever say, it doesn't matter. They'll say it again and again and again and again and again and again. And the audience, because they've been programmed to darkness, find darkness funny. That's what the problem is. The audience now finds darkness funny. Stuff that you shouldn't be laughing at. You know what I mean? That's the problem. And that's the creators that have done it. Because they bring no light. They bring no light. It's just constant. Like this person, this, usually me. But if it's not me, it's somebody else. I enjoy doing YouTube, and I do now more than I was. Yeah, but Velo, you're not doing no fixing. I understand what you're saying, and I know that's the way it is. Listen, when I was nasty and evil and horrible, I had no trolling. There's not one clip channel existed. Probably because they were scared that I would eat them alive. They think that person's gone. It's not. But I'm different now. So no, don't worry. I'm not threatening anybody. Right? But what I will say is when I was dark, bro, yeah, I had much of a dark audience. I mean, there's some of the audience now that watch me that wouldn't have watched me back then because I was too dark. And it shows, bro. That's why I understand it uniquely. Because it's only since I've turned into a nice person, so I've changed myself, yeah, that now the trolling happens. What's it for? Main reason, because the audience and the channels, for two reasons, want me to be down, want me to be out, want me to be angry and miserable. For one, it'll earn them loads of money in clipping it. And for two, they'll be able to look at me and think, you know something, my life might be shit, but look how fucked up this geezer is in the head. That's what it is, bro. Now, I'm not fucked up in the head. They hate me for it. Hate. I mean, people actually hate me. They didn't hate me when I was off my fucking head, threatening to cut people's heads off with fucking swords every day and that. Do you know what I mean? Literally. When I would have gone out there and just fucking gone through anybody, you wouldn't give a fuck, right? Because I'd lost I'd lost the plot. I was an evil bastard myself. I had evil tendencies and an evil mind. No trolling. It's only since I've bettered myself that the trolling has come. 100%. Let your brain work that one out. It's not hard to fathom, is it? It's not hard to figure out, is it? It's because of the change. Because now I'm not the same as them. I am different now. Like, I'm not being big-headed when I say this, because I'm not saying I'm the best person in the world. But on the dark side, I'm the best person, as in person. I'm not saying I'm the hardest, I'm not saying I'm the best looking, or I've got the most stuff. I don't mean that. I mean, you know, humanity. I have more of it than any of them. You know, morals. I have more of them than any of them. I am not the best man, but now I am a good man. They hate that. Hate it, despise it, because they have never gone nowhere. It's like Dr. Akpol. Look at his content. He's doing the same thing that he was 5 years ago. He'll never, in 5 years, he'll be doing the same thing. So will Edge. All of them will be doing the same thing. They will never evolve. They will never get better. They've got their own mental health issues, bad mental health issues, by the way. Yeah, through alcohol or drugs or both or whatever. Do you know what I mean, right? They've all got proper mental health issues and they haven't got the balls and the gumption and the go to sort themselves out. So watching me sort myself out is infuriating to them. And they don't want that. They want to drag me back down. And to be honest, I must be stronger than even I thought. Because with the amount of trolling that I suffer every day on every app, because of these cunts, by the way, yeah, and I don't break, do I? I stay on my path. You cannot fucking break me. I stay on my path. Yeah, they'll hate that as well. Imagine the frustration of sending so many people to try and destroy me every day, of them trying to destroy me in videos, and I don't lose it. I don't revert back to kind. I don't go back to the old Danny G. I don't, do I? That will be even more infuriating to them. And then you've got the audience, that their darkness, by the way, has created way more darkness in you as the audience. You don't realise it's happened. I do. I'm not saying I'm the cleverest man in the world, but you all know I'm clever. You know that, right? I'm not saying I'm Einstein, but I'm fucking clever, right? So you know I am a clever man. I've got intelligence, me, mate. Yeah, you all know this. And I'm telling you, you may have first gone into these channels just to watch me be stupid. You seen a clip of me or whatever. Years ago. This could have been 3-4 years ago for you. You saw a clip of me. You typed Danny G into YouTube. You found yourself on Edge's channel or something. You started watching, listening to the narrative creating bullshit about me. Believing it, by the way, from a geezer who is much worse than than anybody in the dark side. The stuff he's done, he shouldn't even be allowed on the fucking app. Yeah, no joke. He shouldn't even be allowed on this app. Right? But you're all listening to him try and make me out to be what he is, by the way. Right? And you might be there for a month or 2 months. Then you type something. Then the cult get you. And then the cult start typing back. Now, these are where you was. But these are where you was 2 years ago. The darkness that you are engaging in and you are watching has permeated your soul. You don't feel it happen because it happens day by day. A little bit. A tiny bit at a time. Until you are then typing what you would have never typed 3 years ago. Never. Ever. You never. 3 years later, though, after engaging with all that shit, oh, you're happy to type that fucking fucked up shit. You're happy to say it now because you don't realise the change in yourself. And the problem is, as well, is what them channels don't realise, which is I have apologised for this, because when I was off my fucking head and going mental every day, I know I will have caused mental health. I know I could have infected people's actual lives. Do you know what I mean? Where they're getting angry through watching me get angry and they've got a fucking wife and shit to live with. All I can do is wholeheartedly apologise for the way that I was, but I can't change it, but I can say sorry for it. And I have a few times, and I have just now. I realise what I probably did. These channels don't give a fuck, mate. They don't care. If you end up fucking going off one of their lives and whacking your missus up, they'd probably laugh about it, bruv. They'd probably have a laugh about it, you know. If some people went off and self-harmed, they'd probably laugh about it, you know. And you're watching this. That's what you're watching. And you're engaging. And you're slowly turning. It's the truth. It's an addiction. That's what it is. It's an addiction. And the darkness becomes way more addictive than positivity. Positivity you'll watch when you want to watch it, if you want to watch it. Darkness becomes literally an obsession after a while of you allowing it into your soul. And that's what happens. It's human nature. And so many people are caught in that trap. So many. TH, listen, I've pulled myself out of it, bro. Nobody else has done that for me. I don't engage in that shit no more. I'll have these very frank discussions, yeah, but I don't really engage. It's like I'm not going to go deep into any of the other channels or delve there, and I'm not going to do that. I don't really talk about stuff. This is a deep conversation, which I've had for the whole life, really. But I don't normally talk about this stuff, do I? I mean, I talk about loads of shit, really, but occasionally we have these conversations. But if you've noticed from listening to me, I don't go in on anyone no more. Like, I don't single one of them out and think, right, then you're going to get it, which is what I have been doing for ages. I don't do that no more. I'm not interested. I might have my general say on the dark side, which I'm allowed to do, seeing as they want to have their say on me every fucking day. Occasionally I'll have my say, but I won't even single them out, really, and go deep on them no more and start ripping them, because it just brings me down to their level. Not to their exact level, because they'll use my wife and my mom and everybody against me. I would never do that. But even going at them the way that they go at me, actually brings me down to their level, doesn't it? And I'm better than that. I'm just better than that. For me, I just do my own thing, you know. Yes, D, please. Yeah, I do my own thing, man, I do. Like, before, I've had loads of creators sit there, like, before when I watched The Dark Side. I don't know, there'll be some creators saying this now. There always is. Oh, Danny thinks he's a content machine. Huh, we bring the content. No, you don't. What do you mean? Content is not sitting there talking about the same person over and over and over every fucking day. Like, your audience must be easy to please. Because to me, content is actually doing stuff. I actually am the only one that I can think of that I can think of on the dark side that actually brings what I would call content, as in training. I'm the only one. I can't think of anybody who brings training like I bring it. They might put the odd short on there where they're punching a bag or they're lifting a bar, but I mean actually training lives, isn't it? Nobody does that. Only me on the dark side. I can't. There's no other creator, right? Yeah, golf. No other creator. Football, which I've just started. No other creator. Basketball. No other creator. Talking about science, history, just them things. No other creator. Gaming lives. No other creator. Singing. No other creator. Holiday lives. No other creator. And when I say this, I'm only on the dark side, not on the whole of YouTube. There's creators out there that do what I do better than I do it. Do you know what I mean, right? But on the dark side, if you think about what I've just said, it's the truth. What I actually do is content. Like the video I brought yesterday on teaching people how to set up a float rod. That's proper content. Because lots of people who want to start fishing will be able to learn how to start fishing from that video. Do you know what I mean? Yes, dingleberries. So you've got to think about it like that, man. I actually do bring fucking content. Dark side, Jim, it's called the dark side because it's loads of grown blokes arguing with loads of grown blokes, but it's turned darker than that now. There's going to be a new name, like I would say weirdo side. We need to call it the weirdo side from now on. Not the dark side, the weirdo side. It needs a new name. It's called the weirdo side now, bro, because it's full of fucking weirdos. Yes, Mr. Dorsal. How are you, bro? But anyway, listen, that's the live done. So I've got to clean up and sort myself out and shit. Don't think I'll be coming on talking about this shit all the time. I've had a very frank, deep discussion today. Very frank and deep discussion. I haven't really brought anybody into it or singled anybody out because I just don't do that shit, really. I might have mentioned a few names, but I haven't really gone deep on anybody or said anything really ever. Can't be asked, mate. It was just part of the discussion we was having. Now, I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I do know that I will be on the game probably this afternoon. And I don't know what else. I might do some training. I'm not going to do too much because obviously, you know, I've decided now, and I've made a decision with the training, you know. I'm training. I'll always train. It's just who I am. Yeah. But I ain't doing what I normally do. Because golf. I ain't gassing with golf. Like, it doesn't go hand in hand with how I train. In fact, if anything, it hinders my golf, how I train. I train too much. I'm still going to train how I'm training. But I've watched like Rory and I've watched like Bryson that train, yeah? They don't train like me. They spend about 25, 30 minutes, yeah, training, what I would call training. Most of the time they spend stretching, like getting the hips flexible and all that kind of shit, yeah? I'm going to start doing the same thing. I'm still going to train my way when I'm lifting weights, but I'm not going to lift for as long. I'm not going to do like, you know, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of reps. I'm not doing it. I'm going to like think about it in the golf flex. I still need to train. I still need to run, press ups, sit ups. I still need to lift my weights, but not like I normally do. Yeah, my training was for golf, but what I've realised, brother, is that my training was for golf, but it was too extreme. Like, I'd never watched any other golfers train before. Never watched it, bro. Because me, I always do what I'm going to do, right? But I just thought to myself, I don't know, it was probably about 2 weeks ago. I thought to myself, like, let's just watch how some golfers train here. Let's watch what they do. Fucking watch them, bro. Jesus Christ, I would kill them motherfuckers. If I took them on a session with me in the gym, I'd kill them. They'd be dead. They wouldn't be able to play golf for a week. There's no fucking way, bro. They are doing it in a different way to what I do it. Way less intensity. Yeah, way less reps. They don't use that much weight, which is what I don't anyway nowadays. I don't use that much weight. Yeah, but it's the intensity and the grind and the push. They don't have that. They don't use that. They keep the body supple, strong, and flexible without the train. It's still strong. They're still strong. Don't get me wrong. They're strong, but not like mentally so. Like you know, psychotically wise. Like that kind of training there is no good for my golf. Yeah, everything that I do is good for golf, but I do too much of it. That's what I figured out. I do too fucking much of it. Yes, wondering. How you doing, bro? If I was Prime Minister for a year, fucking hell, I would stop the golf. I mean, I'd stop the golf. I'd stop the fucking boats coming in because we've got too many people in the country. Everybody that was here would have to be vetted. So I knew who there was, where they'd come from, and what the background was. And if I can't find that information out, you're gone. Unless I get your whole background, you're gone. I'm sorry, you're gone. I need to know who you are, where you've come from, and what you've done. Then I know if I've got mass murderers or anything in this fucking country, because I don't need mass murderers here, mate. Yeah, that's nothing to do with race. That's just the fact that we are a tiny country. And the amount of people coming in on boats is now putting a strain, not just on the economy, it's putting a strain on the populace. So, I mean, the British populace, regardless of what colour or religion you are. And I'm talking to everybody here, mate. Whether you're a fucking British Muslim, or you're a British Buddhist, or you're a British pagan, or you're a British Christian, I don't give a fucking shit. I'm talking to all the British here. That's all I'm bothered about, Britain. I don't give a fuck about nothing else, just Britain. Right? It's putting a strain on all of us. The economy and everything. Because they're being given what they shouldn't be given. So that's the first thing I'd sort out. The next thing I'd sort out, which would be harder to do, funnily enough, it would be much harder to do, but it needs to be done, would be the big companies in this country, the billion-dollar companies, yeah, are going to get taxed correctly. Now that's going to require law and police behind me, because they'll try and escape. They'll try and take the money on a private plane and fuck off and take the business with them. They'll try. Now I'm going to stop them at the airport, mate. And they're either going to pay the taxes that they owe, or they're getting locked up. They're going to jail, bro. And once I've done that with a couple of rich CEOs, and they're in fucking jail, then the other CEOs are going to know, we've got to actually pay now. Because that is what is happening in this country. We should be a lot richer than what we are. The reason we're not richer is because, like the CEOs of McDonald's and KFC and Burger King and JD Sports and Odeon Cinema and Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco, they do not pay what they are supposed to pay in tax. Nowhere near. We are talking 10 to 25%. Right? I know this because I've done the research years ago. You know I know my shit. I'm talking to you from research done and mathematics done and numbers settled, and I understand exactly how much they are robbing from the country. By doing that, I would have an influx of money. With that influx of money, there's many things that I would want to implement, bro. Like, for instance, police. Like, I would want to implement a few laws when it comes to police. I'd want to make the police force bigger to keep the populace safe, because it's not big enough right now. And I'd like to give the police more laws to be a lot rougher with the people they arrest, because it should be like that. You didn't have as much crime in the 50s, 60s and 70s because the coppers would beat the fuck out of you with a truncheon, bro. So you had more respect for them, and you should really, because the coppers, mate. Otherwise, the country becomes lawless, and it is becoming fucking lawless. It really is. The NHS is broken. I'm not joking, guys. I swear to God. I honestly do believe this. If I chopped my fucking arm off and went to A&E with my arm off, I reckon I'd be waiting for 10 hours, bleeding out. That's how bad it is, bruv. And I know this for a fact. My son, listen, when my son come off his motorbike, yeah, he broke his main bone at the top of his leg, snapped that shit, and his arm. He's got pins and plates in his leg, and he's got pins and plates in his arm. Yeah, he was laid on the floor, and I phoned the ambulance. Now, bear in mind, Russell's Hall is what, 2 miles from my house, 2.5 miles, something like that. So I phoned Russell's Hall. Well, I phoned the ambulance service. Yeah, And I said, I need an ambulance. Where? Told me the address. Do you know what the woman said to me on the phone? Can you pick him up and put him in your car? I went, love, he's got broken bones. I shouldn't really move him, right? Now, you know you shouldn't move somebody. How do I know if he's perpetrated something? How do I know that if I move him now, that bone in his leg that's snapped doesn't go into his main artery and it doesn't bleed out inside? How do I know that? That's why I'm not supposed to move him. Do you know what she said to me? Get your car, put him in the car and drive him to the hospital. I was like, what do you mean? Because the ambulance is going to be up to 4 hours. So I did. I had to put him in my car and drive him to the hospital with a broken fucking leg and a broken arm. And then he went to the hospital. I took him to the hospital about 7 o'clock on the night, something like that. And he didn't get seen until 6 o'clock the next morning. So he was sat there with a broken leg and a broken arm for that many hours. The NHS is broken. It's fucking broken. Jails. We need more jails, man. We need more jails. People I know in my actual personal life have walked out of court when they shouldn't. And a lot of people say, oh, they grassed. No, they didn't. I know these people. They would never grass. Ever. Trust me. But it's just because there's no room in the jails. So they're getting away with things that they shouldn't be getting away with. No fucking way in a million years. 20 years ago, you're getting banged up, mate. 10 years ago, you're getting banged up, mate. Now, fucking hell, so many people are walking free that should not be walking free. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you've done the crime, do the time. That doesn't exist no more. There's no room in the fucking jails, mush. So we need more jails. Understand? These are the things that need sorting in this country. We also need youth clubs for the kids, man. Government-funded youth clubs run by people that are vetted and respected in the area. Not some stupid dickhead councillor geezer, not some little bitch, yeah, that has never lived in a council estate in his life. No, some bloke from the council estate that has lived there all his life, that is respected by all the families and all the kids, and you give him a fucking job. Vet him, as long as he's got nothing bad in his criminal past to do with children, yeah, you vet him well, yeah, give him the fucking job. And then fund them to take the kids on holiday once a year. Because there's so many kids now that will never see a holiday. Never. And that is part of youth, part of growing up. Socialising with other kids of your own age, yeah, and going camping in the wild and shit like that, canoeing, kayaking. That doesn't exist no more. We used to have that when I was a kid. Don't have it no more, mate. That needs to come back. Because then the youth have got something to look forward to on their estate. The parents might not be able to afford to take them on holiday, but as long as they behave themselves in the fucking youth club, they can go on holiday once a year with the youth club. And they'll look forward to that so much, and it's government funded. So even the parents don't even have to pay for it much. These things are needed in this country. But the only way that happens is by taxing the rich what they're supposed to be taxed. And they don't. Every prime minister, I don't know how much it is nowadays, 160 grand a year, something like that. Do you think they walk out of that job with 160 grand a year? No, they're walking out with millions, mate. In bank accounts offshore. Every prime minister will be a millionaire when he walks out of the job. Why? Backhand payments, mate. You think that ain't happening much? Of course it's fucking happening. Are you stupid? I'm not daft. I am not stupid. A lot of people may think that the economy is the economy and it's run the correct way. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a farce. It's bullshit. It's a way for them to rob money. It's a way for them to print and rob money off you. Working class, middle class. We're the ones that get hit with everything to pay for all of their whims. Yeah? And that is the way it is. That needs to change. You need an honest politician, which is impossible in my opinion, because this is another problem with all this. How do you get somebody in power that is going to do all this? Because I know this is what needs to change in this country. So, I mean, everybody else listening to me now, probably after listening to me, thinks, fucking hell, Dan, I didn't know all this information, but now I know it. Yeah, I agree with you, like. What politician's going to do that? They can't. They cannot get it into your fucking head. You think democracy is real. You're dumb. I swear to God, mate, I have done enough research to understand. Why don't I vote? Why do I not vote? Because there's no point. They are all corrupt. The only people allowed to run for Prime Minister are people who are bought and fucking paid for. Puppets, mate. They do not run this country. They don't make no decisions. They don't. Even the Houses of fucking Parliament do not make no decisions. My mom is under this same illusion. My sister's not. She knows what I know. Yeah? Trust me, it's a farce, mate. There are people above them that run this country and run America, Russia, the UK, run every country in this world. They tell each country what you can and cannot fucking do. Believe me now. Everything is run by a very small, elite group of people. And the Prime Minister, I don't know if this is exactly the way it'll work, but I think this is kind of how it would work. I would never get voted in because I'm not part of the club. You have to be part of the club. You have to go to the same club, whatever club that may be. The Illuminati Club, the fucking Bilderberger Club, whatever you want to call them, fucking Masons. There's so many names to keep you confused as to who they actually are. And none of us actually know the name of who they actually are. Believe me, you don't know the actual name. You haven't got a fucking clue. You think you do. Everybody will say it's the Illuminati, Danny. No, it's not. It's the Masons. No, it's not. It's the Bilderbergers. No, it's not. Skull and Bones. No, it's not. It's the fucking Rothschilds. No, it's not. They are names put out there. Smoke and mirrors, mate. The real people, you haven't got a clue. Neither have I. I'm not saying I know. I don't know. Nobody knows, apart from them cunts. Yeah? And they'll have middlemen that go and give the word to the governments for them. Do you think they're walking into fucking the Houses of Parliament and saying, Prime Minister, come here, dickhead, say this and do this now? No, of course they're not. They know. And even the men that they send will not know who they are. These people at the top run the world, mate. They run the fucking world, mate. So whoever they want in power will be in fucking power. Your votes don't matter. It's farce. It's bullshit. You think your votes matter. They don't matter. And the way they can keep it so that you don't know is there's so many people vote in the country, right? So they can bring out any percentage, 59% to 41%. Yeah? How would you know? Are you there to watch every vote go in? No. Do you count the votes? No. It's bullshit. Why don't I vote? There's nobody to vote for. There's not one honest person in there. Andy Burnham. Fuck off. He's part of the same club, or he wouldn't be Prime Minister. You understand how this works? Every Prime Minister drinks in the same bar. Let's put it that way. Every Prime Minister eats in the same posh restaurant. It's all linked. I know this. That's why we can't stop corruption. Why can't we stop corruption? You can't stop corruption because corruption is at the core. It's at the core, and we don't know how to get to the core. We don't even know where the core is. Oh yeah, deeply. Do you know something? I'm going to tell you something now. Yeah, people like Damo, right, are people who, like, legitimately think that they live within a system that is fair to anybody, and they live within a system where they owe something to the system. The system is farcical. You don't owe nothing to the system. You really don't. At the end of the day, when they are robbing you to keep Elon Musk having nearly $1 trillion, that's how it is, right? If you want to believe so hard and you want to get behind such a false system, then you carry on. We all live within the system in some way, but some of us choose to be a bit more enlightened and not be ingrained into the system as much as what you are, obviously. We all have to work. We all have to get money somehow. We all realise that. But a lot of us don't need to accept it the way that you clearly do. There's a lot of people in my chat, and nearly everybody in my chat works. Deeply's works. Yeah? But I'll tell you straight, Deeply's would sit there and say that, yeah, it's corrupt as fuck. I do it because I have to pay my bills. We all have bills to pay. We all have to get money. But however you get that money, yeah, as long as you're not hurting people, like I said, it's fine by me. It's fine by me. But when you're so deeply ingrained into a system that you believe in so much that you want to spill hate to other people because they are not in the system like you are. They're not as deeply in as what you are. Well, that tells me that you're bought, paid for, and a sheep, mate. Well, you carry on thinking like that. It's up to you. That's your choice. Doesn't mean we have to think like that, though. Like I said, I've worked all my life, mate. And I've known most of my life that I've been working, when I'm working, that I'm in a system that I don't want to be in. Do you know what I mean? That is bullshit. But we all have to be in that system to a certain degree to live. Because the system is worldwide. There is nowhere where the system doesn't exist. But there's a big difference between me and you. I don't like being in the system. I don't agree with the system. And I don't push the system on other people. Because I'm not part of the system. I have to adhere to it, but I don't want it. I'm not part of it. And I recognize it for what it is. Control. You forget who you're talking to. I'm a very clever man, mate. Again, you push on people. I don't push. I let people be who and what they want to be. Because ultimately, money is not worth as much as your soul. And whatever makes your soul happy is good with me. Do you know why? Because I'm humane. And above the system, I'm humane. Humanity, compassion, and empathy, yeah, and understanding is more part of my core than the system. The system's just something I have to deal with, even though I don't want to. Literally, you forget who you're talking to. You're not talking to some geezer who hasn't got two brain cells to rub together here, mate. You're talking to somebody who can dissect you in seconds. Or should we say 2 minutes like I just have? Just making a coffee. Makes me laugh, you know, chat, because you wouldn't say to a basketballer, yeah, now I'm not earning as much money as them, I'm not a professional, right? But I'm doing the same thing. That's all they do. So a basketball, all they do is play basketball. But a kid's game, a professional basketballer in the NBA who earns millions, yeah? A kid's game, you fucking bum, get to work. Wouldn't say that, would you? Professional golfer. You're playing golf all day. Able-bodied man like you, get to work. A singer. Wouldn't say that to a singer either, would you? Get to work. No, just to me. And I do all of them. Granted, I don't earn as much money as what they do. Yeah? But I do all of them. And in the future, you mean you never know what I'll earn, right? As much as troll channels and clip channels trying to hold me back, it's really hard to hold me back because I just keep going. Yeah. And this is mine. TH, what you've just said applies to me, you know. Think about what you just said, bro. Come on. This is mine through choice. And that is theirs through choice. You know what I mean? Am I religious? Not really. Not that I could never be religious. I'm not going to say I could never be religious, bro. I could never say... It's a complicated one with me, bud, with religion. I kind of want to believe, but I find it hard to. I'm very scientifically minded. Not that I'm going to go into loads of science talk now because the life's nearly done, but I am very scientifically minded, bro. Really, like truly. When it comes to some deep shit. Yeah, right. And there is a way that I can kind of think of a godly realm. There is a way, scientifically. But then there is a place in me that can believe in a God, or what I would call a supreme being, not necessarily a God that's eternal, but a supreme being that may live longer than us. But that would be alien rather than godly. It's hard for me because I'm so scientifically minded that I need evidence. I need evidence. You show me some evidence, some actual evidence. Not no crazy shit. Not the Bible. That's not evidence. See, the thing with the Bible, every religious book. See, this is the thing with religious books, right? This is one thing. This is just one of 50 things when it comes to religion that stop me believing. This is just one simple one, though. Yeah. This one I thought of when I was a kid. One of the first thoughts I ever had about religion when I was a kid, really. If God wanted to give us his knowledge in a book, why didn't he write it himself? In an eternal book that can never be destroyed. Because to be honest now, if we had a proper world-ending cataclysm, like a meteorite, like the dinosaurs, yeah, the Bible's gone. God's word's gone. Literally. I mean, you might find ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs and the Egyptian gods might come back around someday. Do you know what I mean? Even the Norse gods, maybe, because that's written in stones and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But mainly, most of the Christian is written in the Bible. Yeah, because it's after all that. It's after all the stone work, bro. So the Bible would be lost. So God's word would be lost. It would definitely be lost, gone. And don't say, nah, Danny, because God's word would... And I know what some people are going to say as Christians. I know that Danny, God's word is eternal. No, it's not. Because before Christianity was here, there was no Christianity. It's just the truth. I mean, before Christianity was here, there was no Christianity, man. You know what I mean? So there was other religions. So for me, it's kind of like, why would God entrust humans who are fallible, who can lie, who can have their perception changed with drugs? Because we know this, magic mushrooms, mate, fucking hell. Magic mushrooms, mate, fucking hell. You'd be like, you could see burning bushes and all sorts, right? You could talk to a burning bush and all sorts, right? So when it comes to religion and me, this is the way it is. I need to see proof. You can't tell me to believe in a book that was written by men. Do you know what I mean? By men. You can't. It was written by blokes, man, just like me. People who were less intelligent than me. It was written by men who were way less intelligent than me. And you, and everybody watching. We have way more knowledge than every single one of them that wrote them fucking, that book, man. Every single one. Every single chapter. We have more knowledge than the person who wrote it. Standard. Because of the amount of knowledge we gain as years go on and we're taught in schools. Just the knowledge we're taught in schools is more advanced than anything they knew. Truth, trust me, I'm telling you. We are, as a species now, 20 times more intelligent than back then. Do you know what I mean? Like things that back then would seem like how right, what happens with God? So a shooting star back in the day, yeah? A shooting star was a message from God. We just know it's not, it's a shooting star. Do you get what I mean? An eclipse, yeah, was the gods fucking disfavor or favor, depends on what fucking religion you believed in. It was a holy event. We just know that it's not. We're not, it's just an eclipse, man. Now, this is what I mean. Back in the day, this stuff was written so many years ago by people who was nowhere near as in, they didn't even understand what space was. They didn't know about the solar system. They didn't know about the universe. They didn't know that we circle the sun. They didn't know none of this. The people who wrote the book, none of it. They didn't know that we was called the planet Earth. They didn't know how many planets was in the solar system. They didn't know the speed of light. They didn't understand what light was. They didn't understand how it worked. They didn't know black holes existed. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Anything that they saw in the sky was magic or from the gods. That's what they believed back then. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's that is where religion is for me. You got to understand this book was written so here's another one. Right. So the world's changed so much. God knows that on earth nowadays, yeah, we would need some kind of proof to believe, right? So at the end of the day, right? So wouldn't it be better to send his son down now? Do you understand what I'm saying? When you couldn't really dispute it. There's cameras everywhere, bro. I mean, so wouldn't it be better to do that now? Rather than when people were illiterate, didn't even understand what the fucking sky was, didn't even understand what the stars was. Believe God's lived in water and shit, in the sea and that. Do you really think that you should believe that information from the brains that created the information back then? Does that even make any sense? It doesn't make no sense, but a lot of people believe because they want to. You believe in people who are coming from an illiterate background, people who don't understand nothing about the world. Nothing. Oh yeah, there'll be stuff we don't know, TH. The experiments, bro, you've got to understand. God is an all-powerful being, bro, if he exists. And I'm not saying he doesn't, by the way. I'm just saying I find it hard to believe, but I'm not saying he doesn't exist. I could be very wrong here. Yeah. But in my mind, the way it is this, right? Christians, I don't know about other religions. I don't know if other religions have this same thing that they say. But Christians especially have something that you say, right? And what you say is the reason God never shows himself or whatever is because Jesus died for your sins. Okay. So he died for our sins so we could keep sinning and get worse. What was the point then? What was the actual fucking point? Like, so you've got to understand that God can obviously see the future, the past, and everything. He's the creator of the whole universe, right? Which is a big stretch if you think about it. Because when God was fucking around, we believe the earth was flat and God created just the earth and the universe revolved around us, not the other way around. You know what I mean? We was the center of the universe back then. But what I will say to you is this, yeah? God himself, right, sent his son down to die for our sins so we could keep sinning and get worse at doing it. And he knew what was going to happen in the future. He knew the world would get worse, only worse, no better. Right? So he knew. So he sent his son down here to actually die for nothing. Now, does that make sense that a God would do that? A God that is that powerful that he can create the whole fucking universe? That intelligent that we couldn't even quantify his intelligence? That far-reaching that he knows exactly what's going to happen 1 million years in the future, 2 million years in the future. And he's watched for the last 2,000 and odd years of us get worse. kill more people, create more sin. And he knew that was going to happen before he sent his son here. So his son coming here didn't stop sin. It increased after he was gone. It got worse. So God knew it was going to get worse, and he still did it. Does that make any sense? It doesn't to me. He's more intelligent than me, and I know that's a bad idea. If I was sat next to God and he'd run that idea in front of me, before me, Jesus sat there, God sat there, and he's like, right, I'm going to send Jesus down, yeah? And they're going to crucify him in the most horrific, they're going to kick the shit out of him in the most horrific ways, right? And basically that's so that they can, pay for the sins. But then I've sinned in the future, Danny, and they're going to sin 1,000,000 times worse for the whole of eternity, because that's human nature. So I'm going to send him down and be like, what, you're going to send him down for nothing then? You want him to go down there and just get beat to fuck? Have you got any humanity in you or what? It's your son, man. What the fuck? So nothing changed. It only got worse. So what was the fucking point? And God knew it was going to get worse beforehand. Doesn't make no sense, man. Come on. Clint. Well, Clint, that would be more of a reasonable explanation. Even though I don't believe in demons and devils neither. But what I will say is it's more of a reasonable explanation that, yeah, we're already in fucking hell. We're in purgatory. Before we're going to get stuck on a stake and burned for eternity. You know what I mean? That would make fucking more sense. Because I don't see, there is good in the world, there's good in people. But the only thing I see is every week, every month, every year, the worst sides of humanity being more prevalent in society than the good sides. And that's like the devil's work, isn't it? Ultimately, isn't it? No, I've not read the whole Bible, no. I've read bits of it when I was younger, but I haven't read nothing when I was older. For me, it would just be contradictory, I think. I'd end up fucking finding so many mistakes in it. And it made my arguments even more prevalent. More potent. Right then, I'm off, everyone. I'll probably be on the game later. And I might do some training. But very deep conversation, this one. So the next few lives, let's keep it a bit lighter. Let's talk about something else and shit. Yeah, this is a very deep one, this one. Very, very deep. Very, very deep live. Sometimes you've got to go deep, though. Sometimes you've got to go deep to get underneath the waves so you can get to the top of the next wave. Come on. Have a good day. Peace out.